And we live. And we recording another episode of the Spotlight.
Yeah, bro. Spotlight episode 112.
112 fucking episodes. We out here, fam. Like that's a nice episode to tell. Like when people ask, like, oh, well, when I mention I do a podcast and then I say how many episodes we've done, it's a nice episode. It's a nice episode to
And
say you're in
and
our
I feel like
circles.
we did our 100th episode like not too long ago. Like it almost feels like 3-4 weeks,
The
but
beginning of
it's
the
already
year,
been
almost,
it's
right?
already been.
Or the December, right?
Yeah, it was about
Yes, it's been a
December.
minute. It's been a minute.
Bro, I think like our 200th episode is gonna feel like it's coming like in the next 2-3 weeks. Like it's just damn, the time goes by pretty quick as you get older, right? I don't know.
I just honestly, bro, like the fact that it's been 2 years that we've been going on our third year already, like that time doesn't feel like it's been that long that we've been doing this. It feels like just yesterday that we just started having people come through and whatnot. But like it's been a cool little minute.
But
Little minute.
even adding on to that, especially us DJing. Like AL, we've been DJing since 08, 09, 2010, and
Nah, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
when did you start DJing?
I was in diapers at that time, bro.
You were hey, in the chat, everyone, let us know what year you guys started DJing. We like to know.
Yeah, and what year? How old do you think we are? Also, I think that's important.
Word.
That's
All
very
right, yeah. So
important.
for those that don't know us or don't know our age, guess our ages for myself and Robert. Or if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I guess we can introduce ourselves. I'm Carlos, aka Husky. This is my co-host,
This is your
co-owner,
boy,
co-partner.
Robert Calderon, aka Zion Don. Check out my shit. 2015, true. But
Yeah.
yeah, we out here. We out here, bro.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, we just got done watching the Super Bowl halftime performance. Rihanna. Hey, Rihanna got some EDM hits, bro. Like I be forgetting sometimes that she was one of those big artists that was pioneering dance music, culture into radio. Cause you look back, you think of records like "Don't Stop the Music," that one. Like I don't know if you guys remember that are tuned in that Rihanna track too. It's like, "Where have you been all my life?" They played it on all the quinceañeras, but dude, it was her and obviously other artists like Calvin Harris and there's like around the time too, Afrojack, Ella Simons take over control. So Rihanna had been doing a lot of dance music records, like I
Bro,
think she was ahead of its
during
time.
that halftime performance, I wasn't expecting that much EDM, like from the rip. Like I wasn't expecting it, but the fact that it happened, I was like, okay, it makes sense to the point where it's like these are her hits, and like it's just crazy to think EDM is like part of her discography. You feel me? That made her like one of the staples in like pop music in general. That's like it's crazy because when you think of that, those are the instances of where EDM went pop. You feel me? Because if you
Mm,
really think about it, EDM supposed to like not supposed to, but it's like an underground culture, right?
correct.
And so the fact that some EDM tracks like cross over into the mainstream, it's kind of cool. Like you just kind of just respect it almost for what it is. Like you can never hate on it. Like all the like popular Zed's music and shit like that, like it's real important because it's helped like uh without like the Calvin Harris and fucking Rihanna track, there's probably no like marshmallow like type beats almost,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that progression is like something that like kind of like influenced a lot of I could almost say like that's like what progressive house you could kind of say,
Yeah,
like
I
that's
know
what it
for
was
sure.
considered. And like I'm not gonna like maybe that influenced some of your like how you like write melodies and shit like that. I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
definitely feel I definitely think it like influenced how I write melodies and shit like that too. So I'm like it kind of was like a big deal. And then also, bro, in the halftime performance, they played some trap shit, and I was like, "Oh fuck, bro!"
And they were
Like,
playing some violent funk. Like there's a lot of reworks, a
yeah,
lot
bro,
of
it was
edits of her
remixes, and
tracks.
I was like, "All right, this is dope because this isn't the original. This is something she found off DJCity.com or some bullshit." You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
right.
that's definitely what it was. So I'm like interested to go in and see like the actual track list and edits of who actually did the remixes and whatnot.
Well, dude,
Because
I
that's
think
pretty big.
I believe I could show you a tweet of one of the producers that couldn't wait to say that his rework or remix was used. It was one of the
What?
baile funks, like the toon. It was like very mumatonish, in one of the segments that Rihanna was doing. And right after the halftime performance, I popped into Twitter real quick to see what everyone thought about it, and I saw one tweet roaming around getting reposted like, "Oh, Rihanna used uh, my certain rework, the re-edit of this track, and she used it in the performance, and that's real cool." I even saw other tweets too, like, "Oh, they used my homie's remix. Like, he only has like 800, 1,000 SoundCloud followers. Like, and I think that's real cool that Rihanna is not just only using her original records, but she's using like she's going the modern approach because a lot of the records she performed
Are
is
old.
it's about a decade. Some of them are a decade old,
Yeah.
and I like that she had brought the spark and that modernness with the reworks. I mean, you heard it. Like there was definitely
It was
dude,
fire,
dude.
bro. It was so
Let's
fire.
talk about the whole segues of her tracks, bro. I think
It was a good
it was
mix.
smooth. It was a good
It
mix.
was a good mix.
Like
It
it
was a
was
good
that
mix.
because yeah, I was like focusing on the mix and how they were gonna segue into each track, and I think it was done smoothly. Like each intro, each outro,
It's
it
crazy
did it
because
clean.
you could tell that like where they placed each track was super important. Like
I feel that.
super important because
Yeah.
like some of the transitions, I'm like, I was thinking like before even like I even saw anything, I was thinking, how are they gonna transition from each of her tracks? Like,
Okay.
because they're all over the place. You feel me? So like,
Yeah.
and then I realized that like a lot of the tracks like weren't the original BPMs that they usually are. Like they made it all fit together and whatnot. And
hmm
that was pretty fucking dope.
You know, I think DJ Snake performed the Super Bowl,
The
like the
pre one,
pregame.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
Neither did I. Never
But
cared.
yeah, I guess yeah. But I thought, but because DJ Snake had made a post on Instagram like, "Oh, DJ in the Super Bowl," and I thought they were gonna like try to fit him somewhere like on the main screen time, like like during the game or like somewhere like prior to Rihanna's performance. But I didn't get to see it. But I'm hoping that DJ Snake had a cool time. I mean, imagine DJing like a Super Bowl,
Bro,
bro. Like,
LeBron got more screen time than DJ Snake at
oh
the Super Bowl.
shit, yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
That's
no, like
just
imagine
how it is.
imagine
He's just
DJing the
not
Super
that
Bowl.
famous.
That'd be tight. Like I've been watching sports
DJing.
lately, and I'll focus on what the DJs are playing, like during the games, like during like the breaks or stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be impressed by some of the selections these DJs be throwing, like the EDM stuff too. Sometimes I'm like, damn, like I've not heard this remix. Shazam.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of cool stadium DJs. Like specifically, there's stadium DJs like DJs that DJ for like
Sporting
baseball,
events,
yeah, sporting
yeah.
events, all that shit, and like one that I'm very like hype on that I like a lot that I'm very influenced by is DJ Chris Villa. He
Chris
DJ,
Villa.
yeah, he used to DJ for in the LA stadium all the time, and then he used to be out here in when I was in Arizona. He was always out there at the Arizona Stadium. Then he'd be at the Cobra Arcade Bar and Grill, and like he's someone that's a turntablist and shit, and that would fucking be getting down like at these like events, bro. Like he would,
Oh,
bro. The edits that you would hear like people would make online, bro. He's doing these shits like kind of live type shit, and like
yeah.
there's legit people that do like DJ just to be at stadiums like that, and
Yeah,
it's a really cool
and also
thing.
that too, I know there's those DJs as well. I know that there's certain instances where they want to play the stuff that they want to play, but because where they're at, there's definitely a particular vibe that you're definitely trying to play. Like I don't think you could do those stadium gigs and play a whole hour of like back to back like dubstep, rhythm, or like house. It has to be diverse, like a track or two hip hop,
And
and then another like tip
and
two,
see
like
that's where like a good DJ like will mix in like fucking will be creative and get like the mainstream shit, but also like blend it with like maybe like a hard trap beat or like some
mm,
like they'll play like a mainstream like instrumental, but then play like some hard acapella on it, like some rap acapella, but then transition it into like some like Kelly Clarkson bullshit or some,
right.
like there's people that do that shit creative, and it's cool to see that at family friendly events because that those DJs really have to kind of like go out the box. They really got to be like, damn, I got to be clean and good at the same time.
And
You
I think
feel me?
that's one of the reasons why DJ pools are extremely valuable because
Hella.
they only not just offer like the explicit versions, they offer radio friendly clean
The
versions.
super squeaky clean
Oh
version.
yeah, you'll see some songs that they're so dirty. They have a dirty intro, clean intro, and then yeah, like you mentioned, there's a super clean intro.
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure a lot of like people have been seeing this clip go around on like Twitter and TikTok and all that bullshit. It's a dude like talking to a panel. I don't know why he's talking to a panel. It's kind of weird. Like I don't want to say it's weird, but like I
Why are
mean
you talking
maybe
to a panel
eventually
about this? Like, or
not even that. It's just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just not like. He just seems like he's coming off very angry when he's saying this shit,
oh, I
but at the
see.
same time, it's very valuable information. But like it's kind of the way he's coming off. But anyways, he's like, every time you leave a studio, you need to leave the studio with at least 8 versions of your song. You need like a studio version, you need a radio version, you need an extended version, you need an 8 bar clean version,
Yeah, I
8 bar
mean,
intro dirty version, you need a acapella, you need an instrumental, you need a intro in and some bullshit like that. And I'm just like, damn,
yo.
like I'm like before it was never the artist's job to do that, wasn't it? Like that was a cool part about like DJing doing like would make the intros, right? Like usually all the intros that would be made like in these records pool would be made by someone, you know? Like
Right.
and
But I'm pretty sure it's like I'm pretty sure like if it's like a bigger artist too. Well, I think for bigger artists with their labels, I know a lot of times their engineers would like handle that. But if it's like artists like our level and a label's gonna be asking of that, then yeah, we're handling those responsibilities of not just providing one file or one version. We're providing the original file, and then we're providing. Oh, you want to extend? Okay. Oh, damn. You want a radio version? I got. Oh,
bro, I
damn it.
want
Like
that for all EDM producers now.
just not just
I
one
want the
version.
extended version, bro. I want the acapella. I want the clean version. I want the dirty version. I want the instrumental, and I want a extended intro 8 bar.
Hell no, bro.
Imagine that became standard. All right, let's talk about this. What's what's standard for like a track to be released on a label? What's a standard track? Like what do you have to have in a track?
I think right now for like if you want to
All right,
release with a label,
actually, let me rephrase this. When we leave our studio, like as a producer, as an artist, what are we trying to leave with and present to the label?
a finished product. I mean, first off, I mean something that I am satisfied with, like musically. Um, Personally, it's something that's not too long. For me, like I don't think anything over 4 or 5 minutes for me. At least like to send for a label. And that might be not that appealing for a label because, even for me, like just a self release, like just even self releasing, I think uh I've always known, especially me, decades ago, like longer tracks kind of lose me like halfway through it. So whenever I am, before finishing up a piece, before leaving the studio, I try to judge whether if it's the right amount of time. I guess is what I'm trying to go. I try to go for 2 to 3 minutes. At least for like in terms of song length, I try to go for two. I mean, given there might be tracks where okay, this needs another minute. We go into four, we go into five, but at least for me, speaking for me, you look at my music catalog, a lot of it's just 2 to 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes. I think that's what I look for is like the length of it. Um, I mean, honestly, as an artist, you have to make that decision when it's ready for you to present it to the public, I guess. But I think for me, if you know, maybe not have it too long. I think also too. I think nowadays for me is having two versions. Like, I'll make a track, a project, and let's say like the track kind of like goes right into the hook. Then I'll know that I want to make like an intro, like an extended mix, if I want to mix it in like for live shows. But if it's like just for streaming purposes, then yeah, I just want personally, I just want the song to be ready to where when you press play, it's already getting to the it's already getting to the premise. If that makes sense, because you
Yeah.
hear tracks and their original version like includes like an intro, and that like right off the bat, that may not be appealing for
So
a label.
uh
There's so many things that
I
factor in for
think
that.
like a standard when you leave your studio and you're like, okay, I want to present this to a label. The way I see it is that you want to have your track has to be structured. I think like
Word.
has to have a clear like intro, bridge, build, drop, break.
Mhm.
You know, like it has to have that clearly, and then it has to be like mixed and mastered well. Not
Right.
not the best I want to say, but well. You know, like well enough to where like everything's clear and like you're not really like having a hard time like listening to it at all. You know, it's just very like at least somewhat of studio quality almost. Just not like noise almost. I don't know how to describe it, but like there's a difference between tracks that are like unmastered and mixed, between a good mix and mastered track, right? I think just having a good master, like even if it's sending it to somewhere to get it like decently mastered, I definitely would recommend that. And yeah, I think that those are just the main things that I would say. Like, if you want to throw your track to someone, that's something you should just have down at the end of your project. Everything else like creativity and all that shit, like that's just on you. But I feel like quality is like the biggest
Yeah.
factor between everything. Cause bro, like I don't care how hard your track is, like if it's not enjoyable through my headphones, like it's gonna be hard for me to enjoy your track. Period.
Yeah, and what I'm also seeing too, what a lot of people are going for now these days. I mean, I'm talking about these days now is that they're trying to make the mix loud, and I feel like a lot of times I don't think the mix necessarily needs to be loud. It just needs to be sonically pleasing. Like I think a clean mix, uh, I think is standard enough. But some people try to make it like the loudness wars. People definitely try to make the mix as clean as possible, but by also you know working that dynamic level as much as they can. But I don't think people need to have it as loud. I think as long as you have a sonically pleasing, clean mix, um, I wouldn't say worry too much about the loudness of it, but worry more so first the sonically analyzing your sound. Does it sound full? Because you hear some tracks that are loud, but they're not necessarily hitting like the mids full, or they're not hitting the subs full, or like the highs just seem a little dry. Whether that's done in the mixing or in the mastering, a lot of times it does happen in the mastering too. Um, but if you're not a good mixing and mastering engineer, like don't be afraid or discouraged. To send that over to somebody else that could do that for you. I think a good mix, obviously is important, especially if you're sending it out to someone. I mean, honestly, if it is radio too, you definitely gotta have it. You have to have it radio edited. I mean, you see a lot of these artists that are with labels. They definitely gotta have a radio version. Because most of these FM AM radios, online radios, they don't really care as much. But FM AM radios, they're not gonna play your track if it's a dirty version or if you don't provide them a clean version. So I think having that clean radio edit of a track that may be explicit, I think that's very important if you're gonna be pushing it for radio promotion.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Earlier you were saying how you would make an extended version for like tracks that would just like go in straight, like you feel like it would just go into the track without there being like a way to mix it and whatnot, right?
Right.
So like I had like a not the same issue, but like adjacent to where like I was making tracks that had vocals on it that I couldn't like distribute, right?
Oh, okay.
So what I've been doing is taking them off and then just reworking the track,
You're working it.
right?
All right.
And making it like an original and whatnot.
Kind of like using your vocals as like kind of like a reference to start off the project and mold
But
mold something
I still do like that version with the
with the
vocals.
vocal. Right. I
So
feel
what
that.
I'm gonna start doing now is using the streaming platforms to my advantage. So like SoundCloud, what is that SoundCloud platform for exactly? It's for just whatever, right? Whatever you make type shit that you could upload it. So like I feel like the a good way to go about this is those type of tracks that I make, I'll put them on my SoundCloud and then I'll name them like whatever like vocal person and like title it whatever, right? But then on all other DSPs, I'll put out that original version, and that's gonna be for the whole rest of like my actual discography that goes on like everything, and then my SoundCloud
Right.
is just for
You
those.
like you can label it in your description or your title, SoundCloud, like whatever your that version you want to label it. Like, yeah, for sure,
It's because
dude.
like I feel
Yeah.
like people go to SoundCloud and find a lot of remixes of shit.
They're wanting to find that kind of stuff that you're doing with
So
the
I might
vocals.
as
Yeah.
well label that. You might as well label that shit for that shit. So why not just use those tracks, label it whatever, rework, whatever, remake, whatever, leaving it there. And then the originals is basically that without the vocals, and then just a little bit more melodic shit and whatnot. But those are actual originals. I got this idea from kind of Borgor when he did his New Gore Order.
Okay.
He did on his album. It was like a whole extended version with like no vocals and stuff like that. But on SoundCloud, he had the vocals and like it was
Oh.
all like it was just on different like DSPs. It was different,
It
and I
was
was like,
different on DSPs, but on SoundCloud is what I'm pretty sure it was what he had. The vision was what the SoundCloud version
yeah,
is, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
obviously for DSP legalities and stuff, it's different, but it's still the same premise. But maybe copyright and stuff like
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like I feel like that's a good way to go about like doing shit like that. Like I
Mm.
don't want to dead this track. I like this version. I like the whole idea behind it. I'm still gonna release this, but then like maybe also only use this as shows, and then like maybe you guys will only hear like those extended versions on the DSPs type shit. Like
Well, you know what's real cool about SoundCloud that not other streaming platforms have the capability to do on the fly, especially Spotify and other and Apple Music. Like it doesn't allow you to add a transcription on the title, unless you're like a big major artist. And Apple and Spotify will like make some sort of space to describe the album or stuff like
yeah, it
that.
doesn't
But
say like
SoundCloud,
free download and description on Apple Music.
yeah. But like on SoundCloud, what I like is that you could be transparent with your fans and be like, hey, this is a track that I uploaded. This is a SoundCloud version. But if you guys want to see another version that's on the streaming platforms, it's similar, but without the vocals. And I think people do like the transparency in the SoundCloud description of the track. I think if you're transparent about that, I think people will realize more like, oh, okay, we now know the science as to why Zion Dawn is releasing this type of version. Okay, he's letting us know that there's another version on the DSPs. All right, we're gonna head over to Spotify and check that out, and then they can make a decision of what they're gonna be replaying more. If they're feeling any connection on either version. I think that's a great way to use SoundCloud is to upload those either the actual official version or like those versions where it's an extended or it's a SoundCloud crazy like gem version or it's like a VIP or whatever. Yeah, whatever that version on SoundCloud you want to upload, it's all in your control. I think people should definitely be using the SoundCloud,
It's like a cheat code.
yeah, as a way to bypass the copyright system, bro. Because SoundCloud, I mean, they have like some sort of copyright system in place, but it's not as strict compared to other DSPs where you get in trouble. I mean, obviously, if you upload on SoundCloud, it's like okay, yeah, this is some SoundCloud shit. Like, we're not gonna pay too much mind on it, like legality wise. But no, yeah, I
Who
think people should
knows?
definitely be using SoundCloud more to approach their tracks like that with different versions.
True, true facts. Hey, but Skrillex?
Oh, dude, you want to talk about Skrillex?
Kinda.
All right, what do you want? Oh, damn, Skrillex. Hey, who's on the
Kinda.
chat right now? What's
Kinda.
up, QE? Thanks for coming back. Uh, Skrillex, man. I saw the live set that he did, or not, but I saw the set that he recorded, uploaded on YouTube.
What'd you think?
Bro, I'm not. I'm liking where this album's heading, bro. Wait, there's still some songs he didn't showcase in that set, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the songs that were in the set that was just a set, and then some of the
Right.
songs were some songs that he already released, and then maybe he was previewing some songs, but who knows?
Yeah, I'll give you two tracks that I'm definitely messing with, bro. Inhale, Exhale with Luna, and then the last one, bro, with Porter.
Porter.
Oh, dude, that's. I didn't even realize that Porter Robinson collab existed, dude.
We do now. We do now.
I'm happy for Skrillex, bro. I'm gonna tell you like that because I think we've talked about this so many times in so many episodes. Like
Okay.
Skrillex is tied into like this agenda where labels don't want to push him right now, and
Hey, so does now his first track release without no context make sense? Because this has
yeah.
all been his rollout for this album.
Well, I mean, I know that it was leading to an album, for sure. I mean, he said,
We were debating about it earlier. We were debating about it earlier for sure.
"Oh
For
well,
sure.
we knew that it was leading towards a project."
Something.
Yeah, there you go. But
Something.
but it's crazy because when he had announced like his first records of this album, now, he had two how would I say two titles. he had one title which was Quest for Fire, and then there was like a dash, and then there was like another title. So I don't know if there's like two projects that he plans on
For
showcasing.
what?
Well, I had seen that when he had tweeted when he was doing like the first release rollout that he had tweeted like two titles. It was QFF dash dash, and then there was another uh like title where it was like it
On
wasn't
his
full.
SoundCloud? I mean, on
No,
his
on
Instagram?
Twitter, on his Twitter when he had tweeted it. You can look it up if it's still up,
Yeah,
I
let's
think.
do it. I mean,
And well, at least we know that the album that he's releasing is Quest for Fire, and I'm excited for that, bro. I just think it's been time,
all right.
dude.
What do you from that track title? What does that make you think?
Quest for Fire.
Yep.
Oh, bro, he's gonna let everybody know.
What does that mean?
He's on the quest to get back on the throne, bro.
Oh, that's what you're thinking.
That's what I
Okay.
think. Cause I think it's been so many years, bro. I mean, so many people have taken that particular spotlight. I like to think because for a while when Skrillex was idling, I mean, other people feeding to the are feeding the music industry, right? So I think with this album, it's definitely I definitely lit the
Oh,
fire. Do you see what I'm talking about?
it says QFF
And then dash.
DGTC dash DGTC
You know what?
23.
So like,
Two project. You
so
could be right.
but yeah. So like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like this is Quest. He's referring to Quest.
Quest for-
We're seeing Quest for Fire,
So look,
QFF. You
okay,
know.
so continue with what you were thinking. Quest for Fire.
So Quest for Fire. I
Because I have
think
my own little theory.
I think this is his opportunity to be like, hey, I've been working. I
That's
got
good,
these
dude.
records,
Okay.
and this is Quest for Fire. This is the startup of things. And then I don't know what the second. I don't know what
So
the second. We don't know.
all
What
right,
the
let's
second
not dig
title.
into the second. Just
Word. All
dig
right.
into the first right now.
Word.
Well, actually, like now that I know there's a second, bro, like I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's been bugging me, bro. Cause I'm like, dude, there's Quest for Fire. Okay, we got the QFF checked, but what's the second title? But yeah, go ahead. Let us know in the chat what you guys thought about the Skrillex album,
Yeah,
though.
so the Quest for Fire. I think that's just all his old music.
I believe that.
Quest for Fire, cause like, bro, I feel like that's like in us. That's like the audience is like that's all his like. We've been searching for all his fire like this whole time, right?
Mhm.
He's giving that to us. We're
Okay.
giving him. He's giving us that quest. All that time we've been looking for that underground Skrillex releases and shit like that.
Right.
He's like, all right, here it is, guys. Here's the Quest for Fire, bro. Here's the shit you guys been looking for.
Right.
And now that I know there's a second part, that's gonna be
The new shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope.
'Cause
I
everything
hope
that
so.
bro, almost everything that's been coming out, like it's almost been previewed before.
He's been playing it in his sets years, bro. Like Xena, the drum, dude. That he's been playing that for.
2015, bro.
Has it been that back?
Bro, yes.
Damn.
Didn't we hear that at fucking the Jack U set, bro? I'm almost certain we heard that shit there.
No, I think you might be talking about on your mark, get ready, get set, down.
No,
That's
I know exactly.
I heard that in the Jack U set for sure, but I don't think I haven't seen it in the Jack U set, bro. I don't know.
I could have
I don't
swore
know.
that same year that same clip was fucking going around, but
That's the only drum track that I can think of around that time of Jack U. There was the on your mark.
I just remember the clip going up, bro, and I was like, what the fuck? But anyways, like
I'm sure it
yeah,
happened.
like I said, I think this shit's just gonna be all that music that we've all been hearing and snippeting for the longest, bro. And like that dash, bro, is the all right. Now I'm about to fuck the game up with what the fuck I'm really doing, you know, like.
Just hope so.
Cause honestly, everything. I don't even want to say that, bro. Cause what if I'm just overshoot? What if we're just overshooting here, bro? And
Hey, but
that
what
shit
what
don't
if
mean
what,
nothing?
what if it is
What
right?
if that just means a tour? The name of his tour.
I mean, we don't know. Yeah,
You
we
feel
just
me?
don't
Like
know.
the QFF was the album, and the slash is blah blah blah. Whatever. I mean, whatever. Make an acronym for that shit, right? And that's the name of his tour. You know.
Uh-huh.
So like, but
Right.
I'm hoping it's more music. I'm hoping it's more music, bro. Because honestly, I didn't think the album was gonna come this soon.
Me neither.
I think it was gonna come. This soon at
I
all.
was if anything, I was expecting a March release.
Yeah.
I was expecting a March release.
Mhm.
The earliest.
We're getting February.
We're getting that shit next week.
This
17.
this coming week.
I
right
think
here.
the 17th.
Yeah, this Friday.
Yeah. Dude, Oh, bro, I'm happy for Skrillex, bro. Like honestly, like it
The
looks like
goat, the goat.
I'm pretty sure it's been a while that he's been wanting to
You know what's gonna happen though?
announce this.
Once this album drops,
What's gonna happen?
unless everyone's already thinking there's 2 albums, this is gonna be a gauge for people, bro. Like this whole year, I think, like for EDM is like a big like just watch Skrillex. I think like who else has been dropping like bangers or like anything of relevance?
I mean, if you're
Who
talking
wants
about,
to?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people want to like drop bangers as much as they want to. Relevant.
But
Uh,
who is? Whose name are we talking about more than Skrillex right now? I don't know.
I don't know.
John Summit? I don't know. Or Fred again? Again?
Yeah, but I mean,
Again? Again?
yeah, true. I mean, new Skrillex, bro, coming next week. I mean, that's what I'm looking for, bro.
This week.
Oh yeah, we're already this week. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
this
sure.
week, bro.
Yeah, I mean, well, let me ask you this: who would you say would fit? I mean, we had DJ Snake, uh, do like the pregame performance. Can you see any mainstream popular EDM acts taking up the role of like the performance aspect of the halftime show? Like, can you see? Can you imagine any other
No.
EDM artists like? Because that's like
No.
no, like because
No.
yeah, because that's
No.
just a different level, right? Of
Bro, you have to be mainstream enough. Like,
like
who's
not even
watching the
Skrillex, right?
football? Who's watching football, bro?
F- Uh, football fans. Mostly majority of Americans that consume radio, right? Pop.
Exactly. What music are they consuming? And then what EDM artist has that many hits?
All I'm saying is that
Marshmello?
all I'm saying is that Shakira and Jennifer Lopez performed a couple years ago, and I can't name anyone that was bumping Shakira and J Lo like around that
But
time.
they have cultural hits.
Like,
They have
oh well,
catalog, bro. Fuck out of
Shakira
what
got
you
hits.
mean? Nah, nah,
Shakira got
fuck
hits. Shakira got hits.
Jenny from the fuck out of here.
J Lo
Nah.
got some hits. I mean, honestly, I can't. Honestly, I think Shakira's way better. I don't think Shakira should have performed right next to J Lo.
You
I think they should
tripping.
have. I think they are on they're on their own separate paths, different separate thrones for sure.
I don't think you're supporting for the Latinx community, bro.
Latin X, are you serious right now?
I don't know, bro.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I am proud though to be Latino.
No
doubt about it.
I had to make, bro. You don't have to say it. It's cool. We understand, fam. It's cool. Don't trip.
What are we
You're
tripping
brown
about?
and you're proud. I feel it, bro. You're drinking a Modelo. You don't gotta say shit,
Family, dude. They're making another Fast X, bro. Oh my
bro.
god.
Did you see the commercial in the fucking that during the halftime show or during the fucking Super Bowl for the new one?
The new one, the new Fast X trailer. I saw it. Yeah.
That shit's so trash,
I mean, what do you expect? They brought in Aquaman, bro.
bro. John Cena says, "What are we doing, Don?" Once I heard that from John Cena, dog, I was like, "You a bitch, bro! Like, you a straight bitch. Like, I thought no one sees your bitch at. Like, what's going on here, bro? Like, that's bullshit, bro.
I called it bullshit when they
Once
brought
I
Han
see
back.
cars driving themselves, bro.
Once they brought Han back, that was it for me, dude. I'm like, nah, like the writing now is just absurd. How the fuck is Han back? Also, this car cannot do that. Like,
Bro, I seen a car take down 2 helicopters
yeah, yeah.
in the trailer.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
but
some bullshit.
look,
I'm going to see it.
I will praise the
Are you gonna
Fast
see
and the
it?
Furious
Are
series.
you gonna see it?
I didn't see the
Look
last
me in
one.
my- oh,
No,
okay, cool.
no.
Cool.
I have no urge to see it.
If Skrillex is in it, you going to see it?
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Where we going, Sonny? We're going for the quest for fire.
Hey, you want to hear some shit though? You know my little sister Letty?
Yeah.
She's named after Letty in the movie.
Oh, like from that
Yeah,
character.
my mom named her after Letty from that character because she really
Oh.
liked that name.
Damn. Okay. Nice.
So
Nice.
that's who my sister's named after.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just a fun tidbit.
Hey,
And
but
then they have to ruin the fucking franchise, bro. Man, I kind of gotta like disown my sister now.
their music selection
I'm just
though,
kidding.
like in the trailers and some action scenes, they be putting on though on some mid tempo.
Bro, don't
Like-
let them get you. Don't
Uh,
let the marketing get to you, bro.
hey, I mean the mid tempo caught my attention. I'm like this, you know, a Nostalgic's record happened to come out of a trailer. Nostalgic's
Oh, the
tweeted, yeah, yeah. She has a record. It's like a mid tempo kind of record too. So I think that's real cool to see big movie
I
franchises.
wonder who her manager is.
Uh,
Cause that's what plays a big part. Her manager or her whoever's in her team, right?
yeah.
Cause
Or
that's the connection. Whoever in that team that has the connection to get her into a fucking movie, bros.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
insane,
cause
bro.
especially with these artists that have teams, more than likely a lot of these artists are not going out their way to make those connections because they already have team members that have those syncing connections with the movies or video games. Like also video games like a big thing too.
It's crazy to think that like it's just in industry. Sometimes it's who you know. It's who you know.
Dude, more than not, it's a lot of times it's more
It's
is
who
what
you
you
know.
know. Fuck, I hate to say that. It's not even sometimes, bro.
Well,
More than the
it's who
times.
you
Yeah, dude,
know.
it's more than what you know. But that's in every industry, bro. I mean, given that's just like in every
Nah,
industry,
not in the teaching business, bro. No one
teaching
gives a
business.
fuck who you know. Just teach them damn kids, fam.
Oh, dude. But I'm excited for the Skrillex album. I don't know how much more music that we're expecting that we haven't heard yet. How many tracks you thinking with this album?
12
12? All right, I'm gonna guess. I'll
or
say
14.
okay, I'll say 14.
Okay. Between 12 and 14, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I think if he's going to push it, he'll go 16. But anything more than that, I'm not listening to all of it.
Oh,
I
okay.
promise you, I'm not going to listen to all of it. That's cap.
Is this
That's cap.
his
I'm
last
listening to all of
studio
it.
album? Was the one he did with Jack U, right? And Bieber, right? That was his last studio album?
What would Jack U
That's
do?
Jack U, yeah.
Bieber was just on like one song, two songs, maybe.
That's right, yeah. Yeah. That was the last time.
And that had 12 songs
Mm, all right. Yeah, because that was
or
the last
11.
time Skrillex kind of was making a lot of noise in the rave and concert and radio scene. And then there was like that delay, right? Where he's playing shows, he's playing a lot of that. This is the phase where we're hearing Xena, like the ID, he's playing like these sets. And then we're having these conversations, right? Oh, like when are we ever gonna get like official releases from Skrillex? Are we gonna ever get new music? And I'm glad that I feel like some weight has been lifted off, at least on my shoulders, that we are finally get to see new Skrillex music after so many
In
years.
2023, bro.
2023, dude. Hey, is this his last
No,
album? Like,
no. For sure not. Well, he's in his, what, 30s? Getting into his 40s? Or is he 40 already?
I don't know. He looks like in good
Hey,
shape if he's
Siri,
40.
how old is Skrillex? Let's find out, bro. Skrillex is
Not bad.
35, bro. Nah, it's not the end. Because I believe we'll get Skrillex music in his 40s. I believe it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it too. There's a lot of artists too that are in their 50s. They're still pushing out
Swedish
stuff.
House Mafia, some of the members
Oh
are in their
shit,
50s, right?
dude, David Guetta,
Who?
David Guetta,
I'm just kidding. As
Tiesto.
much as I shit on David Guetta, like, he put on for the culture, I
Dude, he
guess.
was putting on EDM and like the crossover of David Guetta and him working with vocalists and then it pushing the radio. I mean, I think also his collaboration with Kid Cudi helped out a lot with Memories because that was like a house beat structure, and that was kind of like my introduction of hearing radio at such like a young age, and then I actually was that's crazy because we're now going back to the sound, like hearing certain versions on SoundCloud. That's when I came across the Crookers remix of Day and Night. I wasn't hearing it on radio,
Mm-hmm.
but I came across the Crookers remix on
On SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, and I was like, "Damn, this is a sick." I didn't even know what to call it. I was like, "Dude, this is some sick techno." Like that's what I was calling it. This is some sick techno,
It's techno.
and it was I don't know what it was. This shit was clean though. It was like wobbly fidget house. I'm fucking with it. And after that, I was like trying to put more time into listening to dance music, but yeah, I mean, as long as you're healthy, you still want to make music. It doesn't matter what age you are, bro. We have so many people in their 50s, 60s still pushing releases. I mean, as long as you like doing what you're doing, like making music, pushing it out for people to listen. I mean, I don't think there's no age restriction. Yeah.
I just want to see uh 50-year-old Skrillex pushing out dubstep. That's all I want to see, bro. That's all I want to see. Here.
I'm sure you've seen that video of him working with was it the members of the Doors when he did Breaking Sweat? He was working with like all those people from the Doors, I believe. They're like all
In the
old.
studio,
Yeah,
right?
they're in their 60s, dude. And this is we're talking about a 25, 22, 23-year-old Skrillex working with. So I think you know what I think is also cool is seeing that age group work with someone like Skrillex and be willing to do a collaboration because that Breaking Sweat was is what came out of that record.
Breaking
Breaking
sweat.
Sweat.
It's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and you can watch that video on YouTube. After you guys are done with this episode, you guys go on YouTube, look up "Making Breaking Sweat," and Skrillex is in the studio with them. Man, it's cool seeing Skrillex like work on his computer, making the drum beats, and then seeing them get on the guitar, get on the synthesizer, and lay out the tracks and create Breaking Sweat. So definitely, I mean, we see a lot more of that collaborating now these days, but it was real cool to see it back then because I think that was a real great example of bringing in like that influence of I mean, what would you call like the Doors, like rock, alternative rock, and then blending that with that's the state of dubstep of what it was back then. That was real cool to see, and yeah, dude, I feel like sometimes it was like fuck, man, not even that long ago, dude, like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know. Time goes by
Damn, bro, you
quick.
old as fuck.
uh,
What year did you graduate?
high school class of 14.
Damn, bro, you old.
How am I
Class of
old, dude?
19, bro. What's up?
Class of night, hell no, bro. You need to stop doing that shit. Sometimes I'd be like, damn, hell no, he graduated the same class as me. Nah, hell
Fuck.
no.
Don't play me, bro. I know
You're
I
playing
didn't.
yourself,
Don't
bro.
play me, bro. You know I was the youngest one out of everyone. Fuck out of here.
Hey, but I've been using Chat GPT, which is an AI tool, bro, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've been using it.
Vocals?
I've been using it a lot. Well, not vocals. I haven't really tried out like vocals yet, but I'll like give it because ChatGPT acts as like a AI human that's supposed to be having a conversation with you. So even when you ask it something, like it'll still go back to the previous conversation. So like when you ask them an addition of that question, there
Oh, you've been telling me you've been having a conversation with AI.
I have, yeah. And then
A
this is
lot.
more than what I've been
Alright, bro, you
expecting.
gotta chill the fuck
More than what
out.
I, bro.
No.
Hey, I was telling
Hey,
this.
hey,
I was
are
telling
you
this AI.
good?
Hey,
Are you okay,
I was telling
bro?
this AI like, hey, what you doing
Hey,
tonight?
do you go outside?
When-
How often do you go outside?
since I've been
In the sun.
since I've been talking with the AI, I've been going out a lot.
Like in the sun.
Yeah, in the sun. Yeah,
Like you're letting sunlight hit you.
yeah. The AI told me I should go get some more sun, so I was like, yeah, I bet. So
Explain to me the conversations you're having with this AI, bro.
I'll give you an
I'm
example.
kind of worried.
So I'll ask it like, hey, I want an uplifting melody for one of the tracks I'm making. Can you give me like certain keys to write out within a 4/4 beat, and it'll give me like all these possibilities of a melody that I could use for like certain music projects. I'm like, damn. And I've used some of these melodies that
So you've been collabing with AI, is what you're telling me.
yeah, oh yeah, I've been collabing with I've been trying to see what the fuzz is with ChatGPT and AI technology these days, bro. And
All right, bro. No, yeah, for sure.
so also too, I've been using it to also like come up with different song descriptions because I feel like sometimes when I try to describe my song, I feel like
Hey,
there's a
bro,
way
you should
to
probably go see a therapist.
nah
man. I'm not gonna lie to you,
nah.
bro. Like, dog, you don't need it, bro. You could do it yourself. I know you can, bro. I know you can.
I've done it before, bro. I'm just trying to see what the whole hype is with AI. Like
Bro,
for example,
that's what crackheads say, bro. When they're about to switch over from fucking smoking like good dope to fucking heroin, bro. They're like, bro, no. I just gotta try to see what the fuss is about, bro. I had a conversation with the crackhead and he was telling me, bro, try the crack, and you know what, bro? Like, I think it's a good
it's
idea.
definitely not the same, bro. Definitely not the same.
How do you not know you're in a simulation right now?
Um, I don't know, but I know that that's just not the same, bro. As talking to a crackhead and saying that I should
We
be taking
lost him,
crack.
guys.
Nah,
We
bro.
lost him. We
So
lost him.
like for example,
He's gone. He's gone. I don't know who I'm talking
So
to.
this morning, I always talk to my AI. You feel me? I was talking to my AI. I let him know like, hey, bro, everything cool? Like, you good? How we feeling? I need a track title. 175 BPM, liquid drum and bass. Can you give me some track titles? Can you give me 5 track titles? You can be specific with this shit too. Give me 10 track titles to describe this 175 BPM liquid drum and bass, bro. And I kid you not, man. This Chat GPT, it's free. You just need to make an account, email, and a
Bro, you
password.
give me anxiety.
No,
Like dead ass dog.
dude,
You're giving me
for
anxiety right.
reals?
I swear, bro. My heart is beating like with the shit you're telling me right now, I'm tripping out. I'm tripping out.
No, like I'm telling you, dude. Like, and I'm very impressed with its intelligence, man, because
You know, is
oh,
it
I,
helping you, bro?
I've been using some of its recommendations, and I'm not seeing any
Is it relieving
backtracking.
stress off of you?
I'm saving a lot more time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saving a lot more
Okay.
time
Okay.
for sure. But I do wanna say that I've been messing with this AI ChatGPT stuff, and
Pause.
wait, why is it a pause?
Continue.
All right, so I've been messing with that stuff, and I can see why a lot of musicians, labels, and producers are using this as a tool to speed up their
I think a lot is a stretch. Check
ChatGPT.
it out, guys. Check it out. Carlos is a big endorser.
I, I I said what I said.
Is okay. Did you name it?
No, I didn't. I mean,
No.
it's ChatGPT. That's
So
his
what do you
name.
say to like get it to activate?
So you start a conversation.
How do you start the conversation?
There's a button on the top left. It's like a plus button, and
Oh,
then you can
what?
just write. You just write
Oh, it's
something. You just
typing.
yeah. You just type. Yeah. You
Oh,
type it.
okay. I thought you were actually talking to it like it
Oh,
was
my
Siri
bad.
or
Okay.
something,
No,
bro.
let me
You're
rephrase that.
typing in. Okay, bro. It's not as dangerous as I thought it
No.
was. I thought, bro, like legit. I thought you were having like
Like,
real life conversations, like when you wake up and shit. Like, hey, how should I feel today? Like, are we good? Like, I thought that's what you were. You had me
now
worried,
okay.
bro. You
Now
had
I
me
see what
worried.
you're talking
Now,
about.
like, that's some you shit. You're taking time out of your
Like
day to type.
like some
Like,
Megan shit.
that's different.
Like,
That's
Megan,
different.
like the movie Megan, that doll, like some shit like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never seen that doll?
She like when the homeboy falls in love with the computer, Joaquin Phoenix,
Oh, hey,
like
yeah,
that type
yeah,
of
yeah,
shit. That's
yeah.
what you're doing.
No. But yeah, you type in like I'll just even that stuff that's like particular to my brand, but I'll just give it like certain things that I want to know. Like for example, I'll ask it like what are some
That shit's
things
about to take your whole brand, bro. It's gonna come back for you. Watch, bro. What? How long have you been using it for? Don't be
about a
too
week
specific.
already.
Okay, a week. That's cool. That's cool. Watch it, bro. What? Let's see. Imagine you're using it for like a good extent, like let's say 6 months, right? And then you've been putting out content that's been influenced by whatever you've been typing into that, and then the company comes back with, "Hey, bro, I need a percentage of that." Watch your shit, fam. Watch your shit, fam. You
I'll,
don't know what copyrights you said yes to.
so I'll give you like a useful example as to what people could use ChatGPT for, and this is just not even music related, right? Like I was even messing around with
Homework.
captions, like to write captions for Instagram.
So you're basically telling people to cheat on their homework and go onto there and got you. I like where you're going, bro. I like where your mind thinks, bro. I fuck with it. I fuck with it
So,
heavy.
all right, so you can use ChatGPT if you're struggling on writing a caption for like promoting a
Caption.
record or promoting a show or just like it's a photo of you and like you can't really come up with a caption. Like you could ask it like, "Hey, can you make me a caption for this German bass track I'm promoting?" It will give you not just one, but if you be specific too, can you give me 5 ways to write a caption promoting my upcoming track? And it'll give you, like, I'll give you another one. I asked it if it could give me an engaging tweet regarding dance music, and it gave me five.
Are you
It crafted.
struggling finding content?
Nah, nah.
I don't know, bro. Like I understand why you would say to go to it, but at the same time, I'm like,
Yeah, I'm checking out this intelligence. So this is I'm in the curiosity
Oh,
phase
I
of
see.
it.
Okay, I get what. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
checking
see what you're
out
doing.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
checking out the intelligence
You're
of it.
trying to see like how far this shit's gone, so like you're doing your own research, so that when it does strike, like you're ready. My boy ahead of the game. Y'all see that? Carlos is just like he's out here. Yeah, you're doing God's work, bro. I respect it. I
All right, I'm
respect.
done talking about it. I'm done talking about it.
Nah, bro. Like it's just I don't know how to like really take like cause how far does that shit go? Like
Well,
if we
that's
keep using it,
no
like cause
word.
there's a whole bunch of other shit now that
Yeah.
like could take our voice. Literally, bro. Literally, I'm pretty sure my voice and your voice could be used as a fucking one of those type emulators because of how many fucking podcasts we've been doing and how much content there is of us talking,
Yeah,
bro.
they could work with all that content and be like,
And
oh
just type
yeah,
some
like
shit in.
we have all this data, so we can make a crystal clear AI, not impersonate,
Type and
a
talk
clone. Yeah,
emulator, like a
yeah,
Carlos talk
yeah.
emulator.
Can you, yeah, like vocal generators.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
exactly.
can you generate a vocal that
Your
sounds like,
voice could be a preset now, fam.
yeah. No, well, you see some people do that with the
That's what I'm
AI.
saying,
Yeah,
bro. And see, like what you're saying.
but yeah, I'm curious. That's why I've been in this curiosity phase with the AI. I'm trying to see. I've been seeing what the hype is with this stuff, and
Is it hype? Who's
it's
hyping it? Who's hyping it?
people. Well, the people that have been hopping on the stuff, they're telling you like, oh, like this is what it's
Who's
capable of.
those people?
Well, just mainstream artists or every level of artists or creative that are going on
Who?
there. I mean,
You
there's
gotta be
several.
specific. No,
I
okay,
mean,
because
there's
look,
several. I mean,
but I understand. No, no, you're right. There's several. But who are these several people? Because if you look at these several people and then what they're influenced by, that doesn't mean it's everybody. It's just these people are the people that are like, damn, these are the ones that hop on trends. So that's why they're trying to make it something. But like in reality, it's not nothing. It shouldn't be nothing. People shouldn't use it, but it's just gonna be the twist of the. And now we're talking about it now. You feel me? Like,
right,
should we? And is this the whole like I like? You feel me? You see what
right.
like where I'm getting at here? Like it's. I don't think it's a fuck. You're right to bring it up, but at the same time, I don't like that we bring it up, and that's what I want to say. You
I
feel me?
feel
Because it's
it.
like fuck, bro. Like it's a lot of bullshit. Like it's like
I'm telling you, bro. And look, I'm not, and I'm telling you, it's scary. I'll put it like this, bro.
beyond scary, bro.
It's scaringly smart, dude.
Bro, you basically just said like, "Hey, fam, we don't. You don't have to caption your pictures no more on Instagram, dog. Like, the creativity out of that is gone. Just get homeboy to do it for you."
Yeah. So and that's the other thing too that, and we talked about this too, right? Like it strips away the creativity of
Yeah,
the artist
for sure, bro.
for
A
sure.
lot of creativity,
Yeah. So
and that's the shit I don't like.
yeah, no,
That's that shit I don't.
no, yeah. I mean, I think
A snitch.
I think you shouldn't rely
I
on
don't.
AI for like the majority of your creative process, because as an artist you shouldn't rely on an AI to think for you as a creative. You feel me? So I think if you're able to not let the AI control your creative direction, but you could find some sort of inspiration with the AI, I guess, and it speaks to your calling creatively, um, and you want to use it, I'd say go for it. But as long as people don't get lost with the AI, because yeah, I could see a lot of creatives going towards AI and making their stuff easier to make, but they're not necessarily saying it's creatively them, right? Because they're going to AI for the creative direction, and then you're pretty much sacrificing your creative control, especially if you're just gonna start listening to the AI now, like, because what I'm seeing with AI is okay. I can see why some things could be much more quicker now with certain workflow processes, but that's what I'm scared about. Artists not realizing that they're getting lost in the process of the creative direction, and that's something that I think that that particular user, that if they're messing with AI, they gotta definitely be disciplined to be like, hey, I hear you out AI, but right? I hear like you can even you can literally the AI
You
works.
don't have to explain shit to the AI, bro. What the fuck are you talking about right now, dog? You were literally about
Oh,
to say You could explain to the AI. You don't gotta explain shit to no
So
AI.
they run for turtle. David Guetta used it for an Eminem vocal recently, just like the IG trend of the AI pictures. It causes a moron creator. Yeah. So I'm trying this AI shit, right? Like I'm telling you, I'm in this curiosity phase of this AI.
I
I'm seeing
understand,
its
bro.
capabilities,
Look,
and
but the reason people, but so what homeboy just said right now about David Guetta, bro. The reason David Guetta is doing it for exactly what the fuck he just wrote in the comments right now. He's doing it for the fucking headline of saying I used AI, bro. And only certain people can do that shit. Only certain people are gonna be able to say I did it, and it's gonna become a big thing because they did it. And it's because it's the whole trend thing, bro. That shit's been out for years, bro. Shits like that has been out for fucking years. But now
like to
because
the
like
public, really,
bro, what yes, like
I didn't
it's
know that.
bro, there's always been some type and text shit that you could be asked like that shit's been out since fucking computers almost been out, bro. Like it's just now because the whole AI thing, the whole like computer generated shit is a big buzz thing right now. More people are putting out more modern versions of it. That's all we're seeing now is just more modern
Hmm.
versions, and now people are taking those buzzwords and shit like that and trying to make it a trend in their fucking. It's no one's recreated anything real new yet. The only new thing that I could maybe kind of see and is the fucking generating fucking pic art by like typing in text and shit. But that's not even really that new, bro. Like there's shit that's been out there like that
Mm.
that you literally you could type in shit and then a image will pop up, but it's just an image that's been on Google that the fucking AI algorithm pulled up for you, you know.
Right.
But now they're just actually using the AI algorithms to put shit together, and it's the same shit. It's just a little bit more modern. They're not, like I said, recreating anything new. They're just recreating that new illusion to everybody, and that's all it is, bro. And like every decade, like shit's getting like re-illusioned and whatnot. Like think about it this way: mall jewelry, bro, used to be a super
Mall
big thing.
jewelry. Uh-huh.
Mall jewelry, like people used to go to the early 2000s. You went to the mall, you saw jewelry like at when like you know at the stands and shit. You thought that shit was dope as fuck. Like people thought it was real ass jewelry and whatnot. That was a hustle. That shit wasn't real jewelry. That was fucking fake jewelry, right? You know how that shit got reinvented, bro? They started doing that shit online. You see all that fake ass jewelry that they be selling on Instagram stores and all that shit. It's the same fucking hustle. They just
Uh,
did that shit online now.
mm,
It's the same thing. They're just recreating. Like they're just making the new hustle. They're creating the hustle in front of you a little bit more. That's all this AI shit is. This shit's been here. They're just like making it a little more up to date shit and throwing it in your face and calling it a different thing than what it was called before. Remember when we had that Ask Peter shit?
oh yeah, yeah,
It's almost the same technology, bro. Except
yeah,
like
yeah.
we're not typing in the answers. The answers are actually being came at you by some AI generated shit. But like
Right.
when when I was in a college course, fucking in 2017, bro, I read a book and it was talking about computer generated conversations and shit like that. The book was fucking made in 2010, bro, and that
Hmm.
was research that was being done like about them talking about how we're losing conversation with people because like we're on our phones too much
Mm.
and we're not really talking. They were talking about like how good computer generated AI conversations are. And back in 2010, so when the book was published, that means the work, the all the research was prior to 2010. So we're talking about research that was done prior to 2010, and they're talking about talking to a AI generated fucking computer and the computer talking back to you, and it's like indistinguishable from fucking almost talking to a person. So it's
Mm.
like this technology isn't anything new. It's just being packaged new, and it's being thrown in front of us, palatable in forms of where do you see this content?
Mm. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? At now you're seeing these shit in the content that we're on now. You feel me? Because
Right.
people found a way to package it in front of us and
Mm.
like make us use that shit. When in reality, bro, it's been here. I think it's just been here for a while. And now people are just trying to get the buzzwords. You feel me? And that's why like
Mm.
that David Guetta thing is such a like who. Bro, people use fucking audio generated fucking text.
Audio
We
generation's always
have that
been.
shit on FL Studio, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so like I don't see the big deal with shit like that. I just like I don't. Do you see what
Well,
I'm
but
getting
the
at?
thing is
Kind of.
that, but yeah, but the thing is that I don't think many people knew, but I feel like if people definitely knew back then, I would see a lot of artists hopping onto it because obviously the AI is whatever they're asking the AI for, it's gonna give them some sort of response and stuff, right? And I'm just hoping that when creators are using this, they don't sacrifice their creative direction with it, or give the AI or the machine, because you could interact with it, you can see what it's all about, but ultimately you can decide whether to take the advice of the AI or not. And I'm just hoping, especially me too, that I'm like messing around with it. I think definitely hold on to your creative integrity when it comes to stuff, especially when it's like like music, especially like music where it's like very specific with the sounds that you're making, the certain melodies that you make. um it's kind of like the question of like, oh, like, would you still fuck with an artist if you realize that the music that they're pushing out is being generated for them, or it's being written for them, like not necessarily them, right? um Actually, this actually brings up a question. Do you think, because like let's talk about like major artists too that work with labels and they work with writing teams. Do you see uh AI potentially like jeopardizing like those writing jobs? Like, could you
No,
see labels go into this type of AI
no.
technology and being like, hey, we don't necessarily want to pay writers, but we want you to
That
come
all
up with some.
has. I think that whole what you're going at. That has to go come down to the people that are actually the ones singing
Uh
or the
huh.
ones producing. So the actual artists. So at the end of the day, the artists have to be like the ones to say, "Yeah, I'm gonna take the AI advice, or I'm gonna take the AI generated."
Uh huh.
It's up to them to say yes or no to it. It's not
Right.
necessarily the label could only like throw it in front of the people. So basically, like imagine like you were working with like Disciple, right?
Correct.
And Disciple throws you like a project, right? And says, "Oh, hey, this is a collab. Here, collab with this," and it's a track. And then they tell you, "Oh yeah, but it was made all by AI."
Mm.
How would you? Now it's up to you to be like, "Is this what I want to do?"
So
Like,
is that any different from an artist receiving a beat from an engineer? Like, hey, here's a beat.
no,
Um,
because that came from an artist. The beat came from you. Just it
but
came
but
from
but
another
but but yeah,
artist.
but it
It
came.
came from another artist.
Oh, like a human,
It
right?
came from an artist.
Right.
Is a
But
computer an artist?
it's not necessarily
Is
an
a
artist.
computer an
It's
artist?
not. No, it's not an artist.
You just said it's all right. So what is? It's not an artist,
No,
right?
no, no, no. It's
It's
not an
not a
artist. No.
computer is not an artist.
Right.
Just a computer alone is not an artist.
Mm.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, then there you go. That's why. That's
Mm.
the difference right there. I'm down to take art from an artist.
But
I'm
you're
not
not down.
taking
Oh, okay.
that's not art. There's no motion in it. What are you giving me? What are you giving me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just AI made, like technology made.
It's not art.
It's what the AI thinks it perceives to generate for you. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
there's
art.
no actual
Because if
human
you okay,
emotion.
if you call something generated by AI art, you're telling me the computer has emotions. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not telling you that the AI
That's what
has
I'm
art or
saying, bro.
emotion.
So if someone's gonna tell me this AI shit, whatever, is generating art, then that means you're telling me this fucking computer's emotional or has some type of emotions on it. And if that's what you're telling me, bro, I think you're fucking crazy.
No, I'm not telling you
No, not
the
you, but like
laptop.
whoever's saying that. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Well, I'm not
Like,
telling you that the laptop itself is a musician or an artist, but I can see why someone would go over the opinion of a actual creative versus the technology. But I feel that some artists don't think about that deeply. Like, oh, like you should be getting the recommendation of an actual creative
then they're not
versus
artists. They're not artists.
the AI. Yeah,
I think if you have to say some artists aren't thinking about it that deeply, then I gotta say that then they're not artists or something other than art. They're not looking at art.
I believe that
They're
too.
looking for
Yeah,
they're looking at profit. They're
yeah, I
looking
believe
for
that too.
business. Business. They're good at business. They're good at making good business deals, maybe.
Hmm.
But they're not. That's not an artist to me, bro. Like The name that like bro, the word art is in the name artist, fam. Like the root of the word, like you gotta stick to that at some point. You feel
Mm.
me? Like and like I said, bro, is what the AI is creating art.
It
Yeah.
depends on what your like definition of artist. I'm just saying that it doesn't have emotions. I'm not saying that it has emotions.
Bro, that's hard to fucking think about, bro. That's hard to fucking think about. Is that generating art?
But that's what's scary about it, bro. How it will give you a response, and there's a lot of creators out there that as sad to see, they would fully, pledge with working with an AI and like maybe do like a whole 180 to
You
60
know
with their
who though?
brand. I mean, lazy artists, bro. Lazy artists that
Bro, are
don't
there
want to
any
take.
successful artists like the thing is I think like we could
I
say
don't
that.
know. Well, I
We
don't
could
know.
say that, bro. And like maybe we could see a certain like level of success, but is that real success?
What's real success?
I want to say like household names are real success, bro.
Okay, yeah. Well, if that's the case,
And
then
I don't feel like there's anybody with a household name right now that could say like that would sacrifice their art for some AI shit or has been doing it or has gotten to that level because of that. I just don't see it.
I mean, we probably don't see it, but that doesn't mean that it's happening with some artists.
Ooh.
But it's not even that we don't know anyone that does it. It's not to say
Okay,
that it
this
does
what you're saying
exist.
right now. That means I could say that doesn't mean we do know. You're just saying what I'm saying, but opposite. So how do we know anything?
Yeah, exactly. We don't know.
But I
Like we
can
don't know.
infer off a good education if I'm thinking these people that are doing what they're doing,
Uh,
basing off what I'm doing, bro. Like feeling wise, you're going off of a whim, saying like we don't know because I'm taking a guess off of what I
uh,
do in art, and I'm thinking if they're doing it at the best of what I think the best is,
uh.
that means they're doing like that's how I'm looking at things. That's
Right.
how I'm looking at things. So I don't think those people would sacrifice that much of their artistry for some AI shit. And like I can't think of even a pop like even like a Taylor Swift. I don't see it like that either. Like I don't see it like that.
Well, like I'll give you an example. Like what is to stop a ghost producer that's just there for the profit to use AI to make this work easier,
Give me an example.
well, I mean, I'm just giving you like a theory. Like, I'm just giving you like a possible thing of what if a ghost producer who's just in it for the profit and is just worried about selling the beat to an artist that they're convincing that they're the ones that made it. Like the thing is that it's very hard to detect if what you're hearing um it's made from AI or if it's made from a creative. If you don't necessarily know like the work of the creative or know what AI is pushing, like if a ghost producer comes up to an artist and says, "Hey, here's a beat that I think would fit your brand,"
And
but
is
if
that
you're not,
okay? Now I think what you're saying is right, but that could only work to a certain level of degree of whatever you think success is. Because I think once you get to a certain level where you have to show where everything comes from, bro,
oh word, I mean,
you it doesn't mean you can't get away with that. Like you just
nah,
can't.
people. I mean, and
So
also too,
now
yeah.
what you're saying is like I said that what you're saying is a small basis of that's making pennies and dimes off of what you could really be making. And that's why I'm saying the difference
Mm.
is household name in my I'm not thinking those people that you're saying, I don't even look at them as like people that are artists. They're not artists, bro. They're like I just said, they're people that are business people that are making business decisions for
And
themselves.
they're hiding behind like a art and artworks project,
Exactly, and
right?
they're not trying to do this for art. So whatever
Right.
they're doing is separate from what we're talking about in reality. Like I guess there's people like that, but like I don't think the people that are moving the totem pole for what we're talking about at all are doing that.
I don't think so right now, because
And I
because
don't
because it's still fairly new. Like I guess from like the public perception of people using it, right? I mean, who's to say in 5, 10 years, right? But I agree with you now that um I can't imagine the majority of big artists like relying on their stuff with AI unless they're
because
not
like
really worried about
bro,
like the creative
even think about
decisions.
this, right, bro? Like cuz say you use those AI generated things, right? You don't think there's fucking how do I say it?
Like people behind the AI, like looking in, like into the conversations and stuff.
Not just that, not just that. Like, why are we able to Shazam shit and it pop up on our phone?
Because I mean, I can't give you the
Because
science,
there's some,
but
yeah, but because there's some like digital or like code on it, right? Like through
word,
this.
yeah,
Okay, how do we not know that when you make stuff through this generated as whatever AI generated shit,
yeah.
that there's not some shit like that on it? So
Oh,
say
word,
you
yeah.
make some shit with that, like your shit's gonna have that like
Like references of what it caught up from
where it
those
came
apps,
from,
right?
where
Yeah,
exactly. So already you have to disclose like, oh well, I got my reference from here, blah blah blah. So
right,
already people are gonna look at what you're doing in a certain way because
right,
you have to disclose that information.
right,
Like if you want to get like placements on places, you feel me? Like,
right.
and if you don't, bro, and we don't have to right now, right? And we can still put it on DSPs and whatnot.
Oh, like if we were to make our own tracks with the
With
AI? Yeah,
AI
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, and we could put it like through a TuneCore, through DistroKid or something like
Right.
that, and it might get through, right?
Okay, yeah.
You don't think like someone's gonna hear that shit and recognize like
Oh,
what
like
it sounds
a
like?
similarity of a track.
Like it's not. I think like it's it's gonna be hard to pass. I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know. I
I
guess I
think
don't know.
it's just very interesting. This whole AI thing and like how it's not only just integrating with music, but it's integrating with a lot of things people are doing, where like social media, like whatever industry that they're in. I mean, you brought up homework, right? Like people are going to AI to for it to do its like college essay papers, and like and this goes back to like people are getting stripped from their when people are resorting to the AI for the solution for the overall solution of their what they're like trying to get out of it. Yeah, I think people should acknowledge and realize that you're stripping yourself away from your actual
There's
input. Your actual input. That's what I'm
but
trying to say.
but
Yeah.
I think the best way to think about it is like uh relate it to another field. Like imagine
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
say I went to college, right? And I was going to be a doctor. And all I ever did to get through all my courses and stuff was cheat and use AI, right?
Okay.
Did I learn anything, bro? Now I'm getting my degrees in everything, right? To become a doctor through AI. But I'm not learning shit because the AI is doing most of it. Now I get all my degrees. Now I go to a hospital. Now I get a job with this shit, bro. And then I get into a real life situation where I'm about to like, what I prescribe to someone is life or death. What I poke in someone is life or death. Like that's when that shit becomes real. You feel me? And like
Yeah. That's real life now. Yeah.
and that's your ass, bro. Like
Yeah. I mean, I just go to the AI. Right.
exactly. You feel me? Like how are you going to the
Right.
AI now? You feel me? It's like
Exactly.
that thing like that's the same thing in music, bro. Like if you're always going to the AI, like what are you really doing? What are you really doing at the end of the day? Like
The AI is doing it for me. I ain't doing shit, but
are you
feeding it
creating
the
anything really artistically?
if anything at that point you're just distributing, right? You're only just distributing. You're not
Exactly.
necessarily writing it. Yeah, you only just be distributing.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I could see many. But we're talking about profit, right? Like people using this tool for profit. Like
For profit,
I
bro.
could like I could imagine like people like starting their own ghost production services and thinking that the AI can make
But
some sort of like
look,
formidable.
I'm pretty sure though, like when people use these fucking AI generated shit, I'm pretty sure there's some shit in the terms and conditions where you're not supposed to use it for profit in general, you know?
Okay.
So like I'm pretty sure when people do it, they're like breaking the fucking terms and conditions. So like they could get sued from both like another aspect of just putting out music without writing where the copyright. Now those people are gonna be like, hey, now you violated our rights too in these terms and conditions. So not only can I sue you for uploading my sounds to another fucking platform without our permission, but now you violated our terms and condition. Now we're hitting you with two separate lawsuits, fam.
Mhm.
Like it could be shit like that, you
Yeah, I
know.
mean, read the terms of the conditions or get a
Bro, ain't
lawyer
no one gonna read that shit.
or get a lawyer.
When's the last time you read the terms? Fully read the terms and condition for anything? Dead ass, don't lie. Never. Me neither, bro.
You,
Me
you didn't
neither,
even let
bro.
me think,
Bro,
bro.
I don't have to let you think, dog. The fact that you even had to try to think that long made me realize like you've never done it before. And you know what, bro? I've never done it either. So like, you've read fully, and you put the down tab on all of it and read them all. Cap.
I could say this. I've scrolled down through it.
Ah, fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here.
I mean, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I'm not wrong. I just. I mean, I'm not saying I
That
read
wasn't the
it,
question.
but I'm.
That
Well,
wasn't the
no,
question.
no,
That wasn't the
no,
question.
no,
Neither have I.
no.
Neither have I.
Well, I mean, I just didn't
Who
answer your
does?
question.
Who does? Who does? Who does?
Yeah, I mean, I just scrolled through it. Yeah, so I mean, that answers your question. I don't read it. I just go through it.
I don't care if you scroll through it or not. That's extra information you added, bro. You answered my question. Bro.
Yeah,
We're
yeah. No,
good.
well, I just be scrolling, bro. I just be mad scrolling. Yeah,
I don't
I don't
think
be reading.
anyone does, bro. I don't think anyone fucking does. So like,
I don't think so either.
bro, did we read the terms and condition of Twitch right now when we started going live? I don't fucking think so.
Nah,
Yeah, but we out here.
nah.
Yeah,
We're
gang.
just fucking. I mean, we've always, I guess, just always
We
wilded out.
raw dogging
Anyways,
it.
I think that's like our style.
Hey, when's the last time you raw
Pause.
dogged a hoodie?
Huh? Nah, hold up. Nah, wait. Say that again.
When you raw dogged a hoodie
Oh,
and went outside,
if I understand this question, in high school.
high school.
Yeah, like are you talking
That
about?
sounds like some high
Are
school
you talking
shit.
about not putting a shirt underneath?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, high
yeah,
school, bro.
yeah.
But
That's
it's
some high
because,
school shit, right?
and I bet it's for the same reason too that I'm about to say is because you had a sick ass hoodie or a sweater, but it was hot and you didn't want to have another shirt underneath, so you're just like, fuck it, I can rock just a hoodie. That's the times that I would just not wear a shirt underneath like my favorite sweater or hoodie is if the day was hot. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just raw dog it because I don't want to wear a shirt underneath because it's too damn hot, but I want to wear this hoodie
Okay,
or a sweater.
my reason is a little bit different.
But that,
I
but
was a little insecure, bro. So like some of my hoodies were like really kind of tight, and if I wore a shirt underneath, it made it look like I had like super big man titties. So I was just like, I would be like, all right, fuck it, I'm raw dogging the fucking hoodie today, and like, that's what I would do it.
hey, if runs with turtle still here, I think I do agree though. It does cause a moral and creative dispute with the AI because when it comes to making music and being a creative, like you wanna represent yourself creatively, and your input is what should be representing the art that you're projecting. That's authentic. That's gonna be authentic to your music.
How do you raw dog producing?
I think you just can't really
No
get.
monitors or headphones, just off the laptop, just off monitor speakers.
Hell.
That's how you raw dog producing.
So raw thing would be producing without hearing it, or what do you mean?
Yeah, just using like the
The
laptop
waveform? Oh, the
monitors.
laptop monitor. Oh, yeah. I mean yeah.
That's
Yeah.
raw dogging producing.
Yeah,
Okay.
raw dogging producing. What's raw dogging DJ? What's raw dogging
Shit.
DJ? Uh, would you say just like
Pulling up with
mixing?
no cue points.
Pulling up with no, not exporting your playlist. Like,
Yeah, just a crate.
yeah. Well, yeah, adds on to what you said. Yeah,
Yeah, just a crate.
yeah, just a crate. Yeah,
That's raw dogging DJ for
raw
sure.
dogging DJing,
Yeah,
freestyling. Because most DJing a lot of time comes from like
using your homie's laptop.
that's raw dogging or USB,
Yeah, using
right?
someone else's USB or fucking laptop.
That is mad raw dogging. Yeah. Pause. No, I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah.
True,
No, I
true.
try not to raw dog DJing though. I feel like I said, especially with DJing, like I don't think I can let an AI curate my playlist. I'll tell you that, bro. Like I don't think there's I'll tell you what, bro. I don't think there's an AI. And prove me wrong. I don't think there's an AI generator out there that can curate exactly like my taste. The only closest AI I can think of is
Your
Spotify.
taste.
Huh?
Your taste. But are they trying to generate your taste or a better taste?
Mm.
And can they curate a better taste? Ooh.
Spotify trying to do
bro,
that.
no. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start a game show, and it's called "Are You Better Than an AI?"
Are you better than an AI? So how would this work?
I don't know.
Well, I'm
But
sure
we'll
we'll
figure it out.
brainstorm
We'll figure it out.
an AI segment.
But basically, you have to curate a playlist, and then the fucking AI will generate a playlist, and then we're gonna DJ it somewhere and see whose playlist gets down.
Damn, that's
We could do that.
but they was
Hey, we could do that.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
so look, we would
cause
have to
DJ
take a
cause D
chance.
but look, cause DJing is more acceptable because you have the flexibility to curate cause DJing is not necessarily our artists you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like DJing, like you don't have to be very creatively inputted, like to get like a result when you're DJing for a crowd. Like, cause sometimes you have to surrender like your what you think you like and what you like, and you have to like creatively adjust for the crowd if that makes sense. So DJing, we could definitely do that, yeah, and not let it like be
Look,
so
this
much
is
of
what we'll
a
do.
culture
We'll get
thing.
a playlist generated by AI that we set that we'll type in the parameters, what it's for, right? And we'll make an AI generated playlist for it, right?
Right.
And we'll DJ that playlist for however long, however many tracks, right? We'll DJ it, and then we'll DJ whatever, right? That we want, and then we'll see what was more cracking.
I mean,
And that's the way to figure out if the AI's playlist was better or was the playlist you came up with better. You feel me? Imagine you
yeah.
do say AI, bro.
I mean, bro, I guess we just haven't that I guess that just hasn't been. I mean, I have not seen any content like that tested with AI. No, I don't know.
Interesting,
No,
interesting.
yeah. Can an AI play a better gig than you?
Maybe we should. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we should try it with like different people, right? Be like, hey, we'll generate a playlist for you, by AI, and for your first 15-20 minutes of your set, just play this what the AI plays, and then after, play whatever you want, and we'll see what happened, and we'll see if you did better than the AI, or you get to see if you did better than the AI. You know,
But the DJ will still be
DJing
mixing
it,
both the
yeah.
playlists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for sure.
You feel me? It's
So
just.
so we're just rating the taste of music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Where yeah
the
yeah
the the playlist
the
pretty
playlist,
much.
yeah, the curation, yeah yeah yeah.
Because I trust whatever DJ to DJ in the songs, like you
Actually, I
feel me?
kind of take a little that bit back, bro, because I know we're talking about AI, but another platform that I think does a really great job with curation once you get into like a momentum or like a role is YouTube. Like when you get into like the related videos,
I
like
believe
that,
it.
it's that's a form of like a curation that what the algorithms like
The only
thinking.
thing that I don't like about the YouTube one is that the carry rate
Okay.
is that it's very stretched out in as in like how long ago a lot of them are released. They don't always give you new stuff.
Oh,
They'll
like
give you old stuff too from
oh,
like
you know,
4 years ago and shit like
I
that.
noticed that it'll be sometimes when you get into like related video role going, it'll be like some I've seen a pattern where it'll be like 2 3 new songs and it'll be a hella throwback. And then
Yeah.
sometimes they'll still go on that throw and they'll get like new or sometimes I don't know if you've noticed this with the related videos. Sometimes they'll throw you a genre that's not necessarily
But it's adjacent
correlating.
almost.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Even sometimes I've seen it to where it's just like, why is this in the related videos? Like this is a dubstep song, and I was like on a rock en español, you know. But I've seen this happen. Like not specifically that example, but certain different examples. And I mean, we do have like an example of some sort of technology creation happening, at least with YouTube. People always talk about Spotify too, algorithm where like people say like, damn, like
But I think the people that say that though are not people like us.
oh like they're not DJs, like they're not constantly looking for like.
They're
No,
not
I get what you're
music
saying.
heads,
I
bro.
get what you're
They're not
saying.
music. They're just people that like need to find like need something to be fed at them because they don't have time to be searching type shit. So they're
No, I
like,
got you.
oh, I like this playlist. They curate good music for me just to dip in and
Mm.
listen, Whereas in us, bro, like we're trying to find what makes a playlist a playlist.
Ooh, so let me ask you this: is a DJ already surrendering their curation if they're always resorting to a playlist
Yeah.
for their okay?
Yeah.
All right, okay, that answers my
Bro, and
question.
that's like the
Yeah,
reason why I
okay,
don't go to playlists for anything.
got it.
I don't have
Cause you want to
playlists.
be able to be like, if I curate this, I want to do it with whatever knowledge that I know that I think is gonna work for this event. No, for
Yeah.
sure.
And it makes me feel cool. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I just created a vibe. Like that's what makes me feel cool. Like when I DJ, like I created a vibe, bro. Like fuck
yeah.
out of here.
Is it
Like
what we're just talking about playlists though, right? Too, because playlists, they're much more specifically curated. I can't speak that.
Playlist, playlist.
Yeah, because I can't talk. I don't think we could speak that for like a DJ pool. Because although they do curate what goes on their website, a lot of that's just all overall like
Yeah, and that's
music. Yeah.
well, they do have playlists
Oh well,
within
yeah.
DJ
Actually,
pools
yeah,
now
yeah. Like
too.
their genre categories and
Mhm.
stuff.
Like I'm not gonna lie, they come in clutch for like weddings and shit like that because they have like their wedding playlists and shit like that.
But you know what? But also scratch that. Those record pools though, a lot of times they're not being curated by technology. They're being
No,
curated
yeah,
by it's like
people.
people. Yeah, but yeah. I think I had to throw that out for sure. But it's not to say too that some maybe these record pools are also maybe going to like Spotify playlists and they're like, oh yeah, for sure, we're adding this to our record pool. Like I hear a lot of DJs tell me like, oh yeah, bro, you should follow the Spotify playlist. Like they always like add. I'm like, oh, I see what
Bro,
you,
I'm
I
pretty
see.
sure I've heard like I don't know, bro.
I get, yeah, I can see, but this is going back to having your shit done easier for you, and that's as a DJ, that's another thing too that you need to be disciplined as like you shouldn't. As a DJ, you still bring some sort of creative uniqueness to your curation. So
So,
try limiting
bro,
the
the thing
playlist
is,
influences.
I
You
think
know.
that the biggest difference is that like a lot of people don't search through music, right? So we've been digging through music for ages already,
Yeah,
bro.
cause
Ages. So now, like, we kind of know when new shit drops. Like, I haven't seen this before. This is new. Like, this hasn't been around. I haven't seen this anywhere before. So, like, we're able to be like, oh, this is new. Like, this is gonna pop. Whereas people that listen and go to playlists and hear new shit, they're thinking what's in that playlist is new because it just came out. Whereas it's not new because it just came out. It's new because that playlist just added that track into that playlist. And we already knew that track was popping even before it was in that playlist. So it's like people are kind of like relying on the playlist to give them the new shit,
right,
whereas
yeah,
we're already finding the new shit and kind of gauging if it's really gonna be hot or
yeah, and
not.
I think that's other things too.
And then it's cool that we see it in a playlist and we're like, oh, cool, they think it's
Right,
cool
right.
too.
I was about to say that, because you could you could be in a situation where we're digging, we're always digging, and so a lot of times we're coming across the tracks as they're fresh, and there's those instances too where you already have this in your playlist, but you come across a big playlist and they already have that track that you already have gone through, so it's like, oh okay, like not that it's validation as to my curation, but at least that there's I guess
It's validation to your vibe.
right, yeah, it's like validating and also think something that I've been seeing, a lot of people are thinking that Spotify playlists are gonna, or not Spotify, but just playlists in general, are gonna take the gigs of like bar and club DJs, and I don't think that is, bro. Because the playlist, there's something about DJing, like that's on the fly.
You
That's on the
got to
fly.
curate it,
That's
bro.
you
Like
have to curate it on
in
the
real
go.
time.
Yeah,
In real time.
exactly.
And playlists aren't real time curation.
They're just from start to end. Next track, it's going off of a
You
first
gotta
to last.
understand when to exit a song, when to enter a song, when to let a bridge play, when to not let a bridge play. Like
When to exit a genre too.
exactly,
Exactly.
bro.
And sometimes that
All that.
place is just playing one genre and you can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's hard, bro.
Yeah,
It's
no,
hard. It's
yeah.
hard.
And
Even when just playing a party mix, you can't do that. Cause like, bro, what if they're not feeling the fucking vibe of the mix?
yeah, like the eighth minute of the mix comes on and they're not feeling that no more. And like although it says party mix,
Ain't no one on party this bullshit.
whoever made that mix, that's what they're believing that like it's gonna
This
set.
party's gonna be. What if this
Yeah.
party isn't what that exactly what that mix is meant for?
Yeah, because every crowd you could try to foresee a crowd and be like, okay, this is the vibe we're going with. But it's not until you start playing, you're like, oh, okay, like I gotta get a little bit more deeper in my selection for the night, and that's when DJing plays a big part. And I don't think playlists can do that. Can take the jobs of DJs because DJs, you're real time curating shit. You're seeing. Well, I'm hoping when DJs are doing gigs, they're seeing the floor, they're seeing the reactions from people, and they're acting on it, whether to change the track or just keep on feeding them the same vibe or change the vibe. So I mean, if there's any DJs out there that are worried about AI taking their jobs as DJs, I don't think that's a threat right now, to be honest. Because DJing, that's still That's something that only humans can register as they're working with a crowd. Like only humans can really process that and really make those actual decisions that are going to be best for that environment. Because Spotify playlists, we talked about this, right? What if AI starts having webcam, starts having a camera, starts seeing the crowd reaction, and if they're not seeing like the preferred crowd face reaction, then they'll switch up. I don't know. I think I don't know if it was you that you brought up the last episode. You're like, damn, what if they start having cameras and shit, like so they could see the faces of people, and then now they're just like, oh, like the AI or the technology or the playlist detects that the crowd's not fucking with it, and it. So I mean, we haven't seen that yet, but it's not that right now. So I don't think DJs need to worry about that playlist like taking their fucking jobs and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of DJs vocalize about it being a threat for their gigs, and I don't think that that is the case. Like, because especially if you're like a good DJ, like your uniqueness and your curation, like that speaks volumes. You could go to a bar and you go to a club, but if you know like that DJ that like has a really unique curation not gonna be there, you're most not likely gonna uh anticipate and go along with the vibe that the DJ there is gonna be playing because you don't know what the DJ that's gonna be playing. Or if you don't know the DJ, you don't know how their curation is, and maybe their curation is not really gonna not be just your vibe, but the overall vibe of all the people there. And like if a playlist is doing that, the playlist can't make those switch changes to go to a different genre to please the crowd. Like you gotta have a human behind the music decisions and them seeing like, okay, no, like we're gonna keep this vibe or we're gonna switch it. We're really great as that, us humans. And playlists, I'm obviously like they're just curated off of the vibe and or that genre. And DJs like there's no threat. I'm just saying there's no threat. All right, so I'm curious though. I would definitely like to check that out for us to make our playlist, and then we'll have a AI playlist like off the bat. What do you think? Like a 30-minute club playlist, top like or yeah, we could just brainstorm like see what the fuck, right? Make me a playlist.
Techno,
Make me a 30
rhythm,
minute. Yeah. No, I mean yeah. I'm really I'm looking. I'm actually
tech
I'm
house.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited, dude.
We'll see
I'm
what
excited to
happens.
see
We'll
what
see
the
what
results are for
happens.
that. Um, yeah, ChatGPT. Honestly, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done talking about this
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
man. There's probably a lot more things.
We're Matrix,
We
man.
could yeah,
We're in it, bro. We're in it. I
we're
think
in
we're
it.
in it. I did ass. I think we're in it. The fact that we talked about what we talked about today for this long is, it's just we're in the Matrix, bro.
Hey, if you guys are in the chat, let us know.
Bet I could do a backflip.
Hello Husky. Kriata. Oh, what's up, Kriata? For those that don't know, Kriata has done one of my remixes of one of my tracks. So you guys can head over to Kriata's profile, check out his remix of one of my tracks. Can't stop me.
Nah, bro. We in the bet I could do a backflip right now.
Backflip. What's good, Kriata? Do backflip though. Kriata wants to see it.
Bet.
Let's go.
Fuck.
Oh
Imagine, bro.
damn. Hey, Kriata. For especially for those that are on YouTube, hearing us out, talking. We might seem like we're talking to other people in the room. We're also doing a live stream right now
On
on
Twitch.
Twitch. So if you're coming across this episode on YouTube, we're doing these episodes live way before on Twitch. So if you want to see these episodes before it goes on YouTube, follow our Twitch channel. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing the live streaming on YouTube soon as well. We're testing. Well, look, I'm gonna be transparent. We're testing a lot of things right now in terms of like where to live stream this. So yeah, what I would just say is subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Twitch, because right now the direction we're going with, at least for the live streaming, is that so far we're gonna be live streaming it on Twitch. So this episode you guys are coming across on Twitch right now, it'll go on YouTube
Mañana. On
tomorrow.
Monday.
So if you guys are checking out the new episode right now, that'll be going on tomorrow.
Appreciate you.
So and then you guys will be able to, if you just tune into the Twitch, tomorrow you could go on the previous conversations that we had before you joined. So Yeah, follow us on Twitch right now. If you guys know of any producers that want to hop in this conversation, we have the chat open. We talked about a lot of cool stuff. We talked about Skrillex's album earlier.
Facts,
Yeah,
facts.
excited for that. Talked about the Super Bowl performance.
Talked about fucking chat, whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
and some AI shit. We covered a lot of shit, and yeah, bro. I think in conclusion, fam, I think we took the blue pill.
We took the blue pill. Oh, yeah, but we're not too. So whenever we do these live stream episodes, it could be a Friday, it could be a Saturday, it could be a Sunday. But the best way to get notified is make sure to follow on Twitch. Um, it seems like
And Instagram.
and Instagram. Yeah, exactly. So on Instagram, follow us on our social media. And honestly, I think it's real cool that we're streaming this on Twitch now. Like I feel like we should have been
Yeah.
like we've always had the capability to do it. But I think ever since we started we've recently just been having our sound go through the streaming software OBS.
Yeah.
So I think now once we were comfortable with like the audio levels and like the whole logistics of when we get in here, like it wasn't that complicated, right? For us to get this going. No, well,
Nah,
not at
not at
all.
all. Because we've been doing it already for a bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't really a big deal for us to get to streaming. So yeah, so Kriata or anyone that's in the chat on Twitch, if you guys know anyone that's interested in checking out the topics that we cover here on Lucid Tempo, follow us at Lucid
Yeah,
Tempo.
and come with your own topics too. Like if you've ever got like some EDM shit you want to get off and you want to hear some opinions on, just come through. We do this shit every weekend, fam.
Yeah, well,
So
let's just let's end it. Let's end this episode with this. Let's do something new. Like Kriata is in the chat right now on Twitch. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask us that you think that we could you'd like to hear our
address.
insight us, let us know. Yeah, honestly, Kriata, if you want to do us a favor, like, give us a question because we want to interact. We want to interact with y'all, and we like to hear what your thoughts are, what kind of questions you might have that you might like to hear us.
Yeah, debate.
Debate, or talk about, agree, disagree. Because yeah, I think that we all can share is something for sure,
For
depending on the
sure, for
topic.
sure.
But yeah, do you want, dude? Honestly, I need to use the restroom. You want to plug anything in? I'm gonna make
Uh
this hella quick though.
yeah, for
I'll
sure.
make it real quick though. I'll be right back. Don't fucking leave.
Alright, true, true, true. Uh what's up guys? It's your boy Zion Don. Yeah, Kuriata, think of something cool. Like we wanna say something, or we wanna debate something real dope and something you think of. But go check out all the shit I've been releasing. I dropped my first track last month called Not Playing. Hope you guys enjoy that shit. Uh Down Talk Intermission. Big facts. Yeah, fucking I've been working on hella music. Bro, my homie shout out the boy Craymax, he came through and we started producing a track. And bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been dabbling with Ableton a little bit and that shit's fun as fuck, bro. Damn, my voice cracked. But that shit's hella fun. It's very when it comes to workflow, like I fuck with it heavy, and I think I might start diving into it a lot more, especially because when it comes to mix down, like it's hard for you to like fuck up your mix in Ableton. I'm starting to realize. So yeah, check me out. I might be doing more content with Ableton. But other than that, I'll have a new Don Talks out this weekend, this Thursday. I think I'm gonna cut back to the number of episodes I do a week or a month. I think I'm gonna do one every 2 weeks, just because like I've been getting burnt out doing all this content and stuff, and I really want to work on more music and more content. And yeah, so like all the videos that I've been putting out for the Don Talks, or for the Don Talks, for the Zion Don page, like all the artwork and like all the video editing, like I do all of that. So it takes me a lot of fucking time, and I really want to put more time into that. So I'm probably gonna cut down on the Don Talks episode. Just give me a little bit more time. And other than that, um, yeah, just stay tuned to all my fucking pages and shit like that. And also, I'm gonna be dropping another track this month, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, man. Honestly, do not be holding your bladder, bro. Like, go use your restroom, bro, for
Bro, don't tell me
sure.
what to do.
All right, man. I'm in no doctor, bro. So honestly, don't listen to me.
You're not.
No, I'm not. No, not no doctor, bro.
I
I am
remember
no
when
doctor.
we were working at the summer camp, bro. I made the kids call me Dr. Robert.
Dr. Robert.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. All right. Okay. Like instead of Mister. Oh, Dr. Robert.
Like they
Oh,
didn't
that's
call
not
me
a little.
doctor, bro.
I
That's
have one
lit, huh?
question. What? I have one question. What's for the promo? So how to promo it and how to get more fan at any platform? Okay, I have one question. Was for the promo the track? So how to promo it and how to get more fan in any platform, bro?
Okay.
Uh,
That's like a two-part question. So what do you think?
the several. No, yeah, I got you, Cred. I know you're not from the. I know that you're not from the United States, so don't worry about not having your English on point, dude. It's all good, dude. I think if I understand the question, like how would you promote a track?
How would you get? I would say more engagement.
How to get more fans? And I mean, I think. Well,
It
let's
depends
start
on the
off. It
platform, I
depends.
think.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It depends highly on the platform.
So okay, let me start off with SoundCloud.
Okay.
Thailand. Right there you go. You're from Thailand. That's right.
Yeah. Let's just run through each platform, and we'll both give off like some good ways to promote across each of those platforms.
Okay, so one thing that I use specifically on SoundCloud are download gates.
Cool.
So if you don't know what a download gate is, it's essentially a service or an exchange um, between two parties. That could be the label, the artist, and then on the other side is the listener, the consumer, or whoever wants what's on the other exchange of that gate. So for example, if you're gonna be uploading your music on SoundCloud and you don't necessarily just want people to just download it off of the like download button off SoundCloud, like you want people to support you in some sort of way, right? Whether that's following you on your profile or like commenting or liking on your track to show engagement. And that's another way to drive engagement too,
So
is download gates. So like for example, like for all my Husky tracks on SoundCloud, if you want to get a free it's a free download too. And this is a great way to like build fans and drive up engagement as on SoundCloud is
a download key is a an exchange for a free download to an engagement to your track.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or I mean, well, the thing that with the gate, you
An
could either
engagement to
you
you.
could either yeah, because the engagement could either be with the fan or just an engagement towards you, right? But you could have the gate set up to where if you're like, for example, if you want more fans on SoundCloud, which would be like I guess followers, uh, you could have people make sure you follow on your profile before they actually get the free download. So before they get the free download, they have to follow you on your SoundCloud profile, Creata. And then once that has been done from the person that wants the download, then the gate opens up the location source of the download. And then now the person can download it. And then with that gate, you could either add a lot more steps or remove a lot more steps. Like for example, you don't just have to make the person just follow your profile or your account. You can also make them like your track. Or one thing I also do like to put on my gates is I like to have the person at least repost it because that's another great way for that person to promote your track to their network, small or high, and and that's one way to really go about promoting on SoundCloud. And I'll have Robert go on another one because I have a
So
lot more, but we'll share this time for sure.
with going along with what Carlos said, a good site to use is Hype Edit. That's what's called Hyped It.
Yeah, hyped at it.
Hyped Edit
Yeah, yeah.
is probably one of the biggest one, and like understand that you're gonna have to. There, you can use it for its free services, but it's not gonna give you all the parameters that we talked about right now.
Mm.
So you do have to pay for that, and it's a good monthly investment. It's like $7, $8 a month, or $12 a month, something like that. But it'll give you the parameters that Carlos just talked about. So if someone wants to download your track, they gotta follow you on your social medias or on your streaming platforms, or they can skip all that. Basically, you can just set it to whatever parameter you want, right? I think another big way to get more like at least interaction and engagement, especially on SoundCloud, is putting your social media profiles in your description link on your
Mm,
SoundCloud. That's like super important because like I'll go on SoundCloud and I want to follow these people like being more engaged and like really be tapped in on when they're releasing shit and I'm not really too tapped in on I'm not always on SoundCloud, right?
right.
Looking for
Yeah.
music. I'm not always on uh Spotify or whatever the case may be, right? But for the most part, I'm always on Instagram or I'm always on Twitter or I'll open Facebook or TikTok here and
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
right? So I definitely want to go to your social media. So anywhere you could post your social medias, like definitely do that on SoundCloud for sure. And make like not make sure, but like have it all uniformed, you know? Like I want to
Yeah.
like make sure I'm following the same person on all my platforms, you
Mm.
know?
I think also one thing too, to get more fans in any platform is offering several versions of your track, especially if they're different genres. Like Creata, like for example, if you're releasing a bass track, and if you're able to package that bass track with another version that's it's not bass, but it's maybe like a house version of the bass track, you're able to not only just capture the bass audience with your track, but you'll be able to capture the house audience if they're able to connect with the house version, right? And then, and also too, going on top of this, I think uh, allowing stems and doing remix competitions help out a lot. That's what's helped me get a lot of fans too. Is giving up my stems for free and having people remix it and they're able to upload it, or whenever I do like those official remix competitions that you were a part of, Creata, I helped out with promotion. You guys helped out with promotion. Uh, you guys, each remix can bring a different audience, a different demographic to the overall remix EP or different other remixes. So I think being able to have your stems available, maybe not for free, however you want to do that. I mean, it's just having stems available for people to remix your stuff. I think helps out a lot to um, get your name out there because maybe, believe it or not, there might be people that don't necessarily mess with your sound, but they want to get your stems, right. So they might make a version that they like, and they might feed it to the audience that likes this particular artist. But a lot of times, the pattern that I see happen is that the network of the remixers, they'll go to the original source, they'll go to the original track, and they'll check where these remixes are coming from. And a lot of times, the transition of the other networks, like they'll latch on uh to the original artist of the original record, because we see a lot of times too, like people discover a lot of times the remix first before they come across the original, and they'll go to the original and like, oh, I like the original too, and I like the artist that's behind this original, so I'll follow the original artist too. So I think remixes play a big part. Free downloads. We talked about Hyped Edit. Repost Exchange, right? Repost Exchange is another cool platform that you could use. Uh, this is SoundCloud. This is all integrated with SoundCloud too. So when you have a SoundCloud track available, you could have your track go on repost exchange, and people can repost your track in exchange for credits, and they'll use those credits to fund their repost campaign for their track. So it's kind of like it's a platform where you go in, you repost other people's tracks that you like. It's not like you have to repost these tracks. Like you're coming across a catalog of music that, and you can repost whichever stuff that you like, so things that make sense for your taste, and you'll earn credits, and then you could have like this certain amount of credits, and then now you could have your track featured in this repost feed, and people now can repost. People are gonna, if people like what you're making, they're gonna want to repost and earn credits for themselves so they can fund their own repost campaigns. So I think repost exchange is a great way to promote your music if you're putting your stuff on SoundCloud. Mm, you want to go to spot? I mean, there's a lot more we could talk about for SoundCloud, but I don't want to talk too long about this. So let's talk about Spotify now. You want to start off Spotify, or
I feel like with Spotify, it's just playlists.
yeah, I was literally just gonna say. But if I did have to recommend any playlisting services that are free already, daily playlist, and soundplate. So if you have your tracks on Spotify, just grab your Spotify link URL of the track, head on over to dailyplaylist.com, head on over to Soundplate, and there's playlist curators ready to receive your submissions. And they're not gonna, it's not like they accept it right away. Like they're gonna review, and that's what I like about this platform too. It's not that they're just accepting what's being fed to them. Like I'm a curator on one of the daily playlists too, so I get submissions as well for my playlist, and I get to review and I get to, and it's cool that you could give feedback as well too. Like if you didn't like the submission as a curator, you could give feedback to the person that submitted, or also too if you submitted to a playlist, you might also receive feedback from the curator, like oh like this I like this track but it doesn't fit the playlist, or it fits the play like I don't know like whatever the reasoning is, right? But dailyplaylist.com and soundplate.com, two websites that I use for free Spotify playlisting. And that's another way that I've gained fans. And that's another way to also start building your own Spotify playlist. Like, for example, if you go to my Husky USB Spotify playlist, I'm almost at 3,000 on that playlist. And I couldn't have not made that, I would have not have had that amount of followers on my playlist if it wasn't for daily playlist, because I have my playlist. And what's cool is that people have to follow your playlist to submit. So that's another. That's kind of like a gate too. Like people have to follow your playlist for in order for them to submit to you. So that's another tool to build your playlist fan base. But you can use that playlist to plug in your own music and your favorite music. Like if you go on my Spotify playlist, you'll see a track of mine, and then the next three, four will be my favorite tracks. That's not mine, and then I'll plug in another one of my tracks, and then it'll be just another three, four tracks of my favorite. Like that's my playlist pattern. Other artist playlists are different the way they curate their artist playlists, but that's the pattern that's been working for me to grow it. Um, yeah, I would just say playlisting is just a big part for Spotify, and then I guess like ads for Facebook and Instagram, but those don't really work as effective as many. Like I tried doing ads for like oh come follow me on Spotify. Like I have this type of music, and a lot of times like the conversions are not what I want, and it's better just to put that energy and time towards the playlisting services like daily playlists. Other thing too for Spotify that helps out a lot is if you try to get into those like editorial playlists too. Like if I know like your distributor, like this like DistroKid, um, they might have like certain plugs to certain editorial like bigger playlists, right? TuneCore might have like their own plugs. I know Sound or like even also too Spotify also does has like a cool thing where collaborations is a big important too. Like, but this is overall too collaborating with other artists. Your name showing up on their network, like just like that crossover helps out. That's something honestly that I need to work on. It's like just collabing more, and uh that's just another way to promote your music is crossover collaboration with other artists. When you do a collab with another artist, like your name shows up on their artist page, and depending on how many people have they're on their artist page, that could easily go over to your page. Um, I'm not gonna say I'm a crazy Spotify guru with promo because that's not. I don't think that's my strength. Like in terms of like my music portfolio. Like I just don't know too much about like building fans on Spotify more than I do on SoundCloud, I guess. Um what about anything else on Spotify you think, Robert? Because I it's just playlisting, I think is just like the biggest factor. But overall a great mix, a clean mix for your sound. I mean make sure it sounds professionally done. I think quality goes a long way like with your music. So it don't gotta I believe it don't gotta be loud. I just think it has to sonically sound good. And I think I'll just say that about Spotify, to be honest. I mean, just for Spotify and then Apple Music. I mean, I can't really tell you much about Apple Music, like for getting fans.
For Apple Music,
What do you think?
pay them.
Oh well, yeah, like
So for Apple Music, what I know is a lot of it is curated by people that get hired to be curated people. Like
all right.
for each genre, right? So and you could find the names of these people on these playlists and stuff like that. So the best thing to do is find them on social media, find where you could talk to them and shove your music in front of their face, email them, and send them some bread, fam.
And then
That's how
not
it's done.
and then not just talking just platforms, but just in general, like how to go about your music project. I think uh artwork plays a big part. I know a lot of times with connecting to a track, I know a lot of times I do this sometimes too, where people view music kind of like as a book, where they'll see the cover, but just because of how the cover looks, they won't necessarily click on your track when they come across it on the feed or it's recommended to you on YouTube. Like the thumbnail's not hitting to them as right. I think all that plays a big part in how you package your music. I think packaging your music plays a big part as to how much more will it reach to other people. I think great artwork plays a big part. When people see that you do put like effort into your artwork, I think people can see that, and people are willing to invest their time and click play on your music. I'm not saying you have to have all this crazy artwork. It's just gotta be shown that you put some effort and thought into your brand, and like given there's some sick ass tracks out there with like some of the like meme-ish looking type of artwork out there, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that's glanced over tracks like that because of the way the artwork looks,
I
and
definitely think that matters on a lot of platforms. Like mostly like I would say SoundCloud and then maybe Spotify. But I don't think that matters much on Apple Music. Just cause like
okay, I see, I feel
just
that.
cause I'm only seeing names and track names on Apple Music really, not really unless it's an album, I'm not really seeing the fucking individual artwork for
Oh,
most of the
for
shit.
us?
It's there. No, I know it's there, but I'm not
Oh,
there.
oh,
That's
like
not the deterring
I
factor on
get,
Apple Music, you know?
got you. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not what's gonna shove me away from it. It's because I'm on Apple Music already because I know the artist is gonna be there and like I know the music is gonna be there and I know it's gonna be I don't know why, but I feel like Apple Music the quality on Apple Music is just better than most
No, I
platforms.
think it is. Like they say that Apple pushes like the highest quality compared to every like these are they say these are too like does like that title I think
Yeah,
like
I don't
those
know. I just know that I just trust Apple Music because I don't know, everything just looks very clean on Apple Music to me for some
right.
reason. And like cuz I think they care about like how that platform looks a lot. Like the way everything looks, I think
Yeah.
Apple Music cares a lot. And also like well like just going back to how to get placement in Apple Music. You know like to get put in that new music curation thing. Uh it's minimum 10 grand.
Damn, for reals?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Money, bro. Yeah, if you got a lot of money, you can get a lot of you could buy fans, bro.
Legit, legit.
Don't well, yeah, don't buy followers and don't buy fans, especially if they're not going to be engaging or like putting
I'm telling
energy
what to
towards
do,
the.
bro.
If I had to tell somebody what to do, don't buy followers and like that shit
Okay,
doesn't
bro. What
really.
if like at all my shows, bro, I throw money out?
But
Exactly,
are you
exactly,
buying
bro.
followers? You're just giving away money to people.
I'm just giving away money to people.
But are you buying followers though?
Am I buying followers?
I don't think so.
So then I'm not buying followers when I'm paying for people to follow me on social media. I'm just giving away money.
But what are you giving the money away for?
Ooh, to give it away.
But like you're not buying the followers. Like you're just giving
Exactly. I'm not.
away.
Exactly. I'm just giving away money.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just don't buy followers.
But they're
You
gonna
could give
follow me.
money. Yeah, you give money. Like yeah, you could create fans if you're giving out money, but you're not buying. Like that's not like.
It's the same shit.
But you're not using that money to buy followers.
Yes, you are.
No, but I meant like or I meant to say like fake followers. I'm sorry,
Okay, don't
like the
don't buy
numbers,
bots.
like bots. Yeah, like yeah, there you go. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, like cause yeah, you yeah that would be much more effective to buy out actual humans. That sounded funny
Shut
as
up,
fuck.
man. Chill.
Oh, dude. Oh, I almost. Holy shit. Oh no. Let me.
Canceled.
Oh
It's
no.
too late, bro. We're
Oh
live.
no.
We're live, dog. We're
All
live.
right, guys. So I just ran out of human time. I'm
Oh
now
fuck.
AI.
Oh
So
fuck.
yeah,
You
that's
went to
funny as
AI
fuck.
mode.
No, well, look, that's more effect. Giving actual
Yeah, buying
money to
humans is more effective, apparently, bro.
yeah than buying bots for sure, bro.
Chill, fam.
Yeah, but yeah,
Chill.
just don't buy like fake followers and stuff like that. Because I think also too like people can see that, but yeah, bro. I mean, I think the music, like if the music is good to you, you know, it really just depends like what's satisfiable to you, like as like what your ideal fan base is. I mean, whenever you push music, it's gonna connect to some people. It might not connect to some people, but just work, just making sure that whatever you push out, you're satisfied with, and all the stuff that we discussed, like the programs that's out there with SoundCloud, Repost Exchange, Hype Edit. Um, Definitely utilize all that stuff. Like it's literally. I always say this. I think right now it's like an independent artist market. There's so many tools that labels are using that are now accessible to small independent artists. So, and I know there's a lot of platforms and programs out there too that we might not know of right now, but we're always like looking to see how we can promo our music and have it out there. But but I mean, just going back to the track though, like as long as it's professionally sounds good, um, that plays a big part. I think that goes a long way. Like if the mix is good, professionally sounds good. Yeah, when it comes to SoundCloud, like the artwork, you could go that memeish approach because like I said, I think SoundCloud is much more of a artist creative driven platform, and Spotify is much more of a, you know what I'm saying, like Spotify and Apple Music. When you go to these platforms, a lot of times you kind of already going to hear the artist and the music you already like used to. And yeah, there's like the times where you want to discover music within those platforms.
I don't discover new music on Apple Music. Actually, cap. I go there for new albums.
New albums, okay.
Only albums though. I don't go there for singles. Cause
Oh,
like
word,
you're
okay.
only gonna be on the new singles charts, bro, if like you paid money to be there.
Yeah,
So it's like, uh,
yeah. Oh, you know too. Don't be afraid to spend money. Yeah, I think for a while, especially me, like as an upcoming newer artist, I've always felt like damn, not. I don't think I need to have like this. I don't think I need to spend like put money towards my stuff. Like get this. I think if you spend uh don't be afraid to like invest in yourself like with money. You know, if it means like getting a better logo or a logo that you want that like fits your brand. If it means spending $20, $50, 100, whatever it is, like definitely assess it, and you know, you people know what's best for their brand. I like to think. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I think with more money that you have at your disposal, um, I think you're able to package your music the way you'd like to.
true, true. Damn,
It's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot,
think
but
now I think we covered a lot. I think we covered a lot.
yeah, yeah. I'd like to think we could even go a lot longer, but
Nah,
no.
we good. We good. Nah, fuck out of here, fam. We got more episodes to come, dog. So just keep checking out, fam.
Yeah.
Just
So.
keep tuning in. I agree with that. What does that say? Thanks again. Yeah, anytime. That's a lot of information. And if you want to revisit that information, it's going to be out tomorrow.
Mhm.
So actually, part of this will be out tomorrow. The other half will be out on Wednesday. And then Friday, check out the Guess That Tempo with Raxo.
Yes, sir. Oh, dude,
A
that
trip.
was a fun one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm excited for that episode.
And check out the new layout we have. I think I'm gonna like chill out with the whole like automation on it, but the way it looks is gonna be a little cooler, I think.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, should be
Yeah.
cool.
So I
Should
mean,
be
that's
cool.
about it. I mean, I'll conclude the episode with continue to check out my latest release.
And in Base God We Trust.
All right, we're all good. All right.
Well, I
Any
should have
last
said in
words?
Skrillex We Trust. My bad.
Yeah,
And in Skrillex We Trust, dog.
yeah. On the dollar
That should be
bill.
our new motto, bro. In Skrillex. All right, we need to get something back here that says in Skrillex We Trust. That'd be so fucking lit. All right, now we getting it. I'm gonna have to find out somewhere to get it. That's tell me that's not lit. In Skrillex we trust, bro. Lit. Fucking lit. And then we're gonna get the logo instead of like how on the dollar bill it's like on the top of like the eye or whatever, the pyramid or whatever. We're gonna put it on top of his logo and shit. We some dick riders.
Social media
Pause.
links in the description. New episodes every week. Got the Raxo Guess That Temple episode coming
Coming
out this week.
soon.
Follow us on social media on Instagram to know when we go live. That's when you'll know when we go live. And also to follow us on Twitch. Um, Anything else? I think I'm good. New music coming out real soon. Follow me at Husky Bass everywhere. Stems are available for Take Me Tonight still. Free download. Check them out. Um, that's it for me. What about you?
Nah, I said all my shit earlier. Just check out
Cool.
all my shit. New music coming soon.
All right. Well, that was episode 112. I thought it was real cool that we were doing this on Twitch. Like, I don't even know how many amount of people we were able to get in here. But yeah, we're gonna start doing live on Twitch, and hopefully it goes to more platforms.
Facts.
All right, guys. So thank y'all for tuning in. Links in the description. Follow us, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, stay notified, and give us a thumbs up so we could boost this video into the related videos and take advantage of the algorithm. You feel me? But if that's it, thank y'all for tuning in. This was Lucid Tempo, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Fuck AI.
Peace. Yeah. See you later, Criada.
Thanks.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah. Stop the recording. Yeah. Stop the stream.